ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL One Battlefield 4 Summer 2015 Finals. And we, my friends, are at the pointy end of things. That's right, our grand final is just around the corner. In fact, I'm not going to waste your time having me here on stage talking about it. We're going to dive in straight away. But of course, you know it's Dexterity going up against Fnatic, and our casters for this match, as have been for the last few. It's Milosh, the Medic, and Brett FX. Gentlemen, let's finish in style.
Welcome back, everyone, and what a final it is. Dexterity hailing all the way from Brazil. They're back for a second season, came out of nowhere, and they're again in the finals, ready to take down the Giants, the 4 times champions, and they call themselves the gods of the battlefield, the guys from Fnatic. This is going to be a fantastic game, Brett.
I don't think they came out of nowhere. I think Dexterity's been here all along. I think teams have been pretty aware of where
finally
they
got
have,
their spot to come here, though.
But yeah, we are going to be seeing Fnatic versus Dexterity coming up here in just a few short moments. Maps, this will be a best of 5, by the way, guys, for those of you who have not been following along here for today. The first best of 5 and only best of 5 of this event, unfortunately, but it is going to be Siege, Dawn, Locker, Goldmud, and Hainan. A lot of really good maps, and a few maps that we actually haven't seen yet. Oh, actually, we have seen all of these. We just played Goldmud. Yep. My mistake. With fantastic match, by the way. If you guys have not seen that, go check out the semifinals between Dexterity and Epsilon tonight when you get home. The replay, oh my God. Best match that we've seen all weekend, I think. Hopefully this is going to top that one. First map being onto Siege. Siege should be a fairly interesting match. We did see Dexterity doing fairly well against Epsilon on that map. They struggled just a little bit, but we've also seen them going 3-0 as well versus previous teams. Now, I'm really curious to see how they're going to be playing against Fnatic. Honestly, they struggled a lot more against Epsilon than I thought they would.
Yep. Epsilon gave it a very good fight.
I really didn't expect them to. Siege, I kind of can see that. Yeah, Siege was, yeah. But Goldmud Railway, I really figured that we would have seen Dexterity being able to get more bombs down than what we did see. But it's really going to be a close one, I think, if we can get Dexterity in the right mindset here. Shake off maybe a little bit. I mean, you could look on their faces and see that they were worried. Like they were, every time they won a round, you could see the sigh of relief that it's now over and they're able to continue. I mean, that's how close those matches were, and we'll see if they're going to be able to take down Fnatic here. By the way, as you said before, Fnatic, 4-time champions, never lost since the first season in ESL One Grand Finals, and they're going to try and continue that with number 5 here, as Dexterity is probably the only team that I guess anybody would think could actually threaten them at this point.
At this point in time, yes. We saw Epsilon playing very, very well, but it's just not enough to beat the second best team in the world at this point. But will Dexterity be able to prove that they are indeed the best? Well, we're going to start off in just a few seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Be sure that you're ready, set to go, because I'm sure Dexterity and the boys from Fnatic are. Let's hop into the game.
And we are going to be starting off right now with Dexterity, as they are going to be on the harder defensive side that we've seen in the past. They are on the red side of the map. You see Julio taking a little bit of damage there, dodging out of the way. And Fnatic doing a fairly decent job of suppressing them. They will be able to get the bomb first. We'll see if they're going to be trying to push it up a little bit aggressive, or if they're going to just be kind of pulling back, as we do see Drunk setting up inside mid, maybe seeing some smokes as well coming down here pretty darn soon. But bomb is dropped there, you can see. And yeah, it's just going to basically be a stalemate here going back and forth. Neither of these teams want to make that first mistake, because obviously we know most of the time the team that makes the first mistake is the one that's going to lose that first bomb. So no one really wants to be that guy, as we have Mort just kind of pulling back a little bit. Dexterity does fall at least one player here next to Semi, but it's not enough for Fnatic to go and do anything. And this is just going to be, I think, a fairly slow game for the first couple of minutes until we see at least 2, maybe even 3 players going down.
Yeah, this will probably accelerate a lot faster than it is right now. Mort being forced out of a bit of a position here. Drunk's taken down. So just some skirmishes off the middle. There's still Julio on the side, but Wag will pick out Mort. Takes down the second. Yes, that's a double to finish off Drunks.
And here's the possible push coming in, as you do see 3 players now for Dexterity into mid, but no, looks like 9 has gone down, so Wag is going to be staying back a little bit. You could tell he wanted to push so bad there, but Fnatic doing a really great job of of shifting back around and covering every single one of those angles before Dexterity had that opportunity, and still nobody going to be moving up with the bomb. But I have to say, Dexterity is probably feeling a little bit better about what's going down right now in terms of just the stalemate, because they do want to waste as much time as possible so that Fnatic can't get, you know, at least 2 bombs down. They do not want to have Fnatic to get 2, as we do see 9 being able to take down Drunks, spotting him out next to Statue. Also going to be pushing in over here towards Waterside. 9's going to come around the back. Will he be able to get the hip fire? He does, as well as the revive. Really good start right there. Now down to a 1-on-1, and this is going to be Julio with 7 health. Going to try and stop that bomb from moving any further up on street side.
Yeah, he's going to get the revive on a Wog, and Wog immediately gets the work done. But the bomb is down on the ground. That's unfixed, out of play. And now Dexterity have the advantage. Drunks spawning in by the main base of the US side. He's going to be pushed back down to 28 health and fall from behind. Dexterity are pushing up, and they're starting to gain the ground that they require to take down the Giants here.
Well, now we've seen teams go in this position before, but it's really going to come down. Can they break this initial defense of Fnatic? It's going to be very difficult. A lot of open ground that they have to cover, a lot of smokes that are going to have to be thrown down. You can see 9 right now trying to make his way over here a little bit towards the shops, and he's not able to do so, having to back on up. We do see Fnatic coming in from main, possibly a back rage, and this is a lot from Drunks. I mean, he pretty much just went for the flanks in that previous match that we did see. Big spread here from Fnatic, actually. They're watching Waterside. We got Drunks out here as well, as he's going to try and find one of these shots with that Magnum. But I liked what Fnatic is doing here. They're not getting too frantic. They're not getting too worried about Dexterity getting up with the bomb into this position, because they know that it's a lot of open ground and they can pretty much catch him out.
Yeah, now 1 will fall. Nice nade there. Kobe coming up from unfixed. The bomb is still in the hands of Wog as he does get the revive. Too easy watching the side, just waiting for these Brazilian players to jump around the corner. But he catches a couple of shots down. Grenade as well on the ground. Not going to get the kill. And they're just keeping them back. Now, I've never really seen a standoff at this position in the map, especially when we saw Drunks respawning on the main base. He's slowly making his way to try and go for the back rage to destabilize Dexterity, but I don't know how they can push on. There's no smokes to really be used to push on to B. I'm not too sure if they're actually ready for it. And Drunks is coming up from behind, goes huge on the first, and turns for the second, grabs the double kill. Keeps it rolling, falls as well.
Fantastic job right there. And you can immediately see Unfixed here gearing up for a possible push. We do see a little bit of flank coming out for more and too easy when they did see both of those players going down. It does look like that Dexterity has spotted this out. They're already shifting players to take care of it. Everybody from Dexterity is already up and ready to go. But yeah, this is still a really bad stalemate that's going to be going down. And something that we saw Fnatic doing on Lockers a little bit earlier yesterday from Epsilon, they played very passive. In Domination, they were definitely one of the more aggressive European teams that we had. So, maybe this is just their style for squad obliteration. I'm not too sure. But at the moment, yeah, Dexterity is pretty much just bleeding time right now. And honestly, as I said before, this is the harder side for them to push. If they can get a bomb, yeah, great. But if they can't, it's not really that big of a deal as long as they prevent Fnatic from getting any bomb sites down.
Yeah, and time is going down bit by bit as Drunks will fall to 9XT's Glock. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's not impossible, but you can see these two teams are really waiting for the other to make the first mistake. And so far, not many have been done to really capitalize on and go for an actual bomb plant. However, the bomb will respawn as Dexterity push up. Nicely done, though, from Fnatic, who are going from the water side, watching mid. 2 more players left on their mode. So low on health, has to back off right behind the car. And he spots the bomb carrier. There we go. The bomb is dropped. Well done for Drunks. And now all of Dexterity are going to be falling back to defend the Charlie site.
Yeah, very, very low-scoring game, very slow game. It feels very reminiscent of Penta and Leisure that we saw yesterday. Very, very slow game. Not a whole lot of movement going down, just trying to figure out where the other team, it's like they're trying to counter the team before the team actually does what they're supposed to do. So, yeah, Fnatic here still kind of struggling to get the bomb out of their own area. And we do see Valuetaja deciding to go ahead and back on up. Once again, Dexterity will be able to move the bomb across the street. Unfixed will be setting up on top of ledge as he goes down almost immediately. Dexterity once again will try and force the issue. No smokes, though. We need to be seeing a lot more smokes coming out for Dex. I don't know if it's just their players aren't that are pushed up further aren't running smokes, and the ones that are kind of sitting back. But we need to be seeing those smokes being thrown out here fairly quickly.
actually not a single player on Dexterity has anything other than M67 and single player with a incendiary. So nothing really to be done when it comes to having smokes. Nesk still watching the side. Mav in the middle just throwing down a grenade. And as we were saying, smokes, I mean, Dexterity, they're the team that loves to smoke up these sides. As a first frag comes up from 9XC to clean up Too Easy. And the bomb's still on the ground a bit more, and it'll just respawn, and we'll be closer to Dexterity. Nades being popped in, 9XT pushing very, very open. Now the bomb's gonna be respawning down in the middle, and Dexterity probably have to pull back and reset because they're not gonna break this defense for Fnatic.
Yeah, now Too Easy is gonna be coming around the backside. This is the one advantage that the blue team does have, is the fact that you kind of can go in for these automatic back rages off of spawn. So we will be seeing Too Easy starting to take that role of Drunks that we saw previously, but he is already spotted back out, so Dexterity is kind of like, you know, I know that game. I've seen that before. I'm not gonna have it happen twice. At the same time, we do see two players going down onto water side. Wag is gonna be getting pinched out in just a few moments if he's not careful. His teammate Mav almost going down there. There he is. Unfixed will be able to take him down, as we do have Julio also picking up Drunk. So yeah, still bomb not really moving too far away. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here. Still 0-0 on the board. Nobody been able, I think we had one plant maybe, or a potential plant, and that was it. So far, nothing has really happened in that regard. Wag though trying to hold on, Hafna back up. Wise decision on his part. Two players from Fnatic going to be pushing the issue. Too Easy, in fact, is on the hunt. And he's going to be able to spot him back behind the concrete pillars here. Will be able to get the kill as well. Nice job there from Fnatic. Now they're going to be on the aggressive end of things, as we do see Too Easy moving the bomb back across towards mid. Dexterity, though, backing on up. And I really think that Dexterity has changed their playstyle here. If you notice, they've been leaving at least one guy way in the back, or at least into mid, instead of pushing up all five. It really shows... It shows the amount of respect that they have for Fnatic, knowing that they are a fantastic team to have to play, but they might overdo it a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm really liking Drunks here, pushing up by escalators, finally getting taken down. That's going to alert the guys from Dexterity that the push is coming all the way from long, and this is going to happen exactly what Dexterity actually did to Epsilon on the first side of the Shanghai map. Too Easy has controlled the bomb, but that's going to be more to fall. Wag still by the escalators. He needs to take down the bomb carrier, but two players will be looking at him. And that's just a clear. Too Easy going crazy. There's no one left except for Julio, and he's so far back behind. I think just Fnatic want to go for that Charlie plant. They just want something on the board going into the second half.
Well, yeah, well, the good thing here from Dexterity is the fact that they're not going to have to worry about a 2-0. It's just going to be down to one bomb at the most, and we will be seeing that plant going down in around 46 seconds, I believe. So if it does get diffused, you know, Dex is not going to have any time, obviously, to do anything at all. We do have a lot of aggression here from Fnatic actually going on the other side of the map, trying to clean them up before they can get to that C point. Drunks is going to be able to pick up one underneath escalators. Fantastic job from him. Can he make it a two-piece? He does, as he will be able to get the quick shot there onto Julio. Fantastic job once again, and Fnatic might actually be able to lock this down. Too Easy, almost going huge. Big Spawn's going to be coming in. Immediately you see everybody shifting over, and yeah, I think Mort should be able to hold this off. It's getting so close to down to the time. Mort will be able to defend it, and we will be seeing Fnatic going 1-0 in this first round, first map as well. But then again, it was on the easier side, so it's definitely, you know, if you think about it, it's definitely doable for Dexterity to come back and do the exact same.
It's extremely doable, and seeing how, you know, we're saying Dexterity have changed up their play, at least for this game. They're playing, you know, a bit too passive compared to what we saw them before, and it really reminds me of the previous time these two faced off in the previous finals in spring and in April. What happened is that Dexterity just had so much respect to Fnatic as a whole name and an organization, and just the team itself, that they just were, and it was showing, they were just too scared to commit to their normal plays.
No, I disagree. I think last season, Dexterity, they played their game. I mean, they went straight up. They played their game hard-nosed. Fnatic, though, just played it better. I think the problem was that Fnatic tried to play more the aggressive, just loose cannon style of play that we saw from Dexterity last season. And they said, you know what, that's not really what we're here to do. And you saw it in Siege of Shanghai. They switched it up. They played their own game exactly the way they do it, with this weird kind of aggressive, but also kind of holding back a little bit more so that they kind of switch to a more defensive style of play. And it worked. I mean, they did a fantastic job there on that finals, obviously with 3-0 in taking it. But Dexterity here has gone in the complete reverse. I mean, you don't change up your play style so much that you can't even recognize it yourself, because the problem is that your players, your teams are so used to you being in certain positions when you make certain moves that if you start playing that very defensive style where you're sitting back all the time, you're not going to have your cover setting up, you know, over on water side, or you're not going to have that rocket that you're used to being flying over your head at a particular wall to blow it out, because he's already sitting 3 houses back, you know, because you're playing too defensively. So Dex has that, you know, tightrope that they have to walk there. And, you know, hopefully they're going to kind of find themselves here. Again, I mean, yeah, it's going to be kind of nerve-wracking. They're in the finals. Yes, they've been here before, you can say, but, you know.
It's not the same.
It's not the
gamescom.
same.
It's not people as well sitting in front.
Well, not only that, but they really do have something to prove here. I mean, they lost out last time. The only thing that they have to prove is that, you know, they can hang with the best of the best. I mean, and that's what they want to do here. They want to take this win. They don't want to be number 2. Nobody wants to be number 2. They want to be number 1.
Don't want to be your end.
That was a low blow. Forever second.
Hey, you know it. I know it. But now, now we have Dexterity on the US side, which is, we're saying, it's the easier side because of that breakout. And as well, we saw Drunks and Too Easy utilizing on their own side, where you can have pretty much that free back rage if you can, you know, work it to your advantage. Dexterity on this US side, I mean, after casting them and seeing them in so many games, Brett, do you think they have, you know, the ability to capitalize on the easier side of this US side of the map?
Oh yeah, Dex has all the ability. It's just whether they actually use it, or at the very least they use it all together at the same time as a team. You know, we need to be seeing them, like I said, play their game. If they played their game here, I absolutely think that they can tie it up. There's no doubt in my mind that they can. They have some of the best guns in the game, as I stated in the previous matches. And you know, other teams will attest to that. They have some really good guns, it may be to a slight detriment because they're used to being able to lean on that a little bit more than, like, maybe, you know, just really good strats or timing pushes or whatever it may be. But yeah, overall they absolutely have the talent to take this one. It's just, will they have the teamwork and the, you know, will those moments happen for them in order to take it? So, but yeah, still waiting in. I believe we're waiting for one more player to join in. Yeah, it should just be a few moments. But while we're waiting, guys, especially those on stream, make sure you do check us out on Twitter, ESL Battlefield, as we will be announcing every single time we go live with these casts, as well as our next season, which hasn't been announced yet, but hopefully it will be here pretty soon. And of course, make sure you follow the channel as well. Thank you guys for sticking around for the grand finals. I mean, if you think about it, we have been here for a very long time today. I think we're working on like 6 hours or 5 or 6 hours, something like that.
Since about 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's been a while. So if you stuck around for the entire time, thank you. We absolutely appreciate you, and we hope you enjoyed the content so far. And if you stuck around since yesterday, even more so. I mean, you guys are soldiers out there. But yeah, I hope you are enjoying the content so far. And again, you know, appreciate you guys showing up, and I really hope that Dexterity is going to be able to take this to at least a game 4, maybe even a game 5.
Yeah,
I think, I mean, I'm rooting for Dex here. I mean, let's be honest. I'm an American. You know, I come from Americas. It's an American team. I want Dex to win. But if I look at it just from what I've seen this weekend, and from what I've seen in the past, and especially from that last game right there, I think maybe Fnatic can come out on top. They can squeak out a win, but it's going to be very close. I mean, at the very least, it'll be like a 4-1, very close matches, or I'm sorry, a 3-1, possibly a 3-2 in favor of Fnatic. But I am rooting for Dexterity, and like I said before, they have the talent here to win.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what goes on. Of course, all of this has been going on for months. Everybody's been getting ready. The qualifying cups, the playoffs. And there you go. Look at that. Awesome.
Dance! Dance, everybody. Come on. Yeah, wave your hands up in the air. How's it going, Battlefield 4 crowd? Thanks for showing up.
Look at that. What a crowd. Going crazy.
Looking fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, don't hide your face. We want to see it. You're beautiful.
Oh, look at Mitch. Look at that face. Yeah.
There you go. Hey, kiss back the eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. Aussies, you got to love them.
Oh, God, Brett, please. This has been awesome. I have to say, I went as well to the EA lounge, had a bit of a talk with Thad and everybody over there, played a game with Exile 5 and a few, Smasho, there you go. Players for Evolution Gamers used to play with MIM, The Ringer, all the players, all the people that we love. Look at David in front, looking so good. All the players from
Fnatic fans out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
let's
a
see
few
them.
of them.
Oh, we got Benny hiding over in the corner. I know he's small, but his beard stands out. Love those guys.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome tonight in the after party, I have to say. But you can see for now the faces from 9XT, the faces from all the players at Dexterity and Fnatic focused on the game. They cannot give any side any quarters. A single mistake, a single slip up, like we saw in the first half of the Siege of Shanghai, and all will be over. They've come so far, months of practice, months of training, ever since the finals in April. Cups, try-harding all the time, and boot camps and all of that stuff, flying all the way halfway across the world from Brazil for the Dexterity guys to come here to Cologne, Germany, gamescom, and join us for fantastic finals, dominating the group stages, struggling a bit against Epsilon that gave them one hell of a fight. Now it comes down to this. Of course, a best of 5, you guys don't know. It's going to be cool. We have Siege of Shanghai, of course, our first map, Dawnbreaker, Locker, Galmid, and Hainan Resort. If and hopefully we go for a final and 5th map. I really want to see one just because of the magnitude of the finals that we have today.
If it goes down to a Hainan, I don't have too much confidence in Dex.
Really? But they were playing so aggressively and so well against Penta. Well, they are Penta, but
I've seen them not really, struggling is the word I'm looking for, in past cups on that particular map right there against J-Ob. So, I don't know, I'd be a little bit worried about that. But, yeah, hopefully it does look like we are going to be getting started here pretty soon. But in terms of what we've done this week, I know that I've been around a couple of the booths. I know you went to the EA lounge a little bit earlier. You talked to some of the cool guys over there.
So many people.
Yeah, you played, did you play the new Squad Rush? Or Squad, Squad Heist mode in Hardline?
Yeah, it's pretty much Squad Rush. The map that we played on, the museum map, is quite interesting. No, I haven't played Hardline in quite some time. We're preparing so much for the finals in these couple of days. But
it was very fun.
It's pretty cool. I played with the Exile 5 boys, but apparently Cryptic actually betrayed us and was on the other team, and he didn't tell us. So we're like communicating with them and telling them strats. He was like, yeah, guys, I'm actually on the other team. And it was just RIP at that point.
This sounds like an Aussie.
The backstaberinos.
Yeah. But if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you do over at the EA Lounge booth, because it is open, I believe, today and tomorrow.
Until 6 p.m.
And yeah, check it out. If you guys have played Squad Rush back in the Bad Company 2 BF3 days, it is definitely very reminiscent of that. A lot of fun to play, and kind of excited for it coming out. Hoping that maybe we can get some cups going on for the future with it. But right now, it looks like we are about to get started in about 50 seconds here. And you can see right now, Fnatic is already, Valutaji right there, looking cool as a cucumber. He's like, you know what, guys, we got this already. It's okay. Gonna take a swig of my water. Nobody takes swigs of anything. You don't take a swig, you take a drink.
Take a swig. Is that like some American slang? I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with that. We only know, what, waffles and beer and chocolate in Belgium, and maybe hummus, because I'm,
That's
originally from the Middle East.
We're not going to get
You're not
going
to mix them all together.
No.
How is hummus disgusting?
It's just nasty. Have you ever looked at a picture of hummus?
Have you ever eaten hummus?
Yes, it's nasty.
Wow,
anyways, we're not talking about hummus anymore. We're talking about the game. So 15 seconds left. Fnatic versus Dexterity in the second round. So far, Fnatic is up 1-0 over Dext. And we'll see if Dexterity is going to be able to take it back. That is the prize here, guys, along with a prize pool of 35,000 bucks. So definitely going to like that. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A lot of money.
And we are going to get started. Dexterity will have the better breakout side of this map. They are going to be able to get up to that C site a little bit earlier, as well as getting on to the bomb as well. So we'll see if they're going to be making use of the map advantage here, or Fnatic is going to be a little bit too strong in being able to hold it off. We do see them starting to move the bomb up towards mid. Nobody has gone down just yet. Same thing as what we saw before. Just teams pretty much jockeying for position, waiting for those 1 or 2 frags to come in before they make that initial push with the bomb.
Yeah, now Julio setting on the side. Mav on the other end of the map. By the office is not going to find anything just yet. Drunk's not using actually the small boost / heck glitch that we have. He usually goes to in the middle. He's going to fall, and that is first blood coming in for 9XT. This is starting off decently. He's a bit of skirmish here and there, but a refrag from Unfixed. The revive will come down from Mav. So well done. They secure the bomb, but that's already the advantage that they have on this US side of the Shanghai.
Yeah, we do see Unfixed right now backing on up, playing, like I said, extremely defensive here. And this is exactly what they need to do. You know, that 1 kill onto Trunks really doesn't really make a difference. I mean, you need to get at least 2 of them together, maybe even a third, with a couple of smokes going down as well in order to make that initial push successful. But we do see Wag with the bomb currently here, as he's looking to possibly move up onto street side, still spotting him out over there onto semi, not able to make the play just yet. Fnatic, though, starting to get a little bit more aggressive. We see Drunks there looking out for that Magnum headshot, not going to be finding it. Instead, Unfixed taking down Wag, it looks like, as well as Julio, kill. And this will open it up here. Fnatic is making their push. Take a look right now on street side. Too easy, leading the charge for a possible back rage. And he's going to be looking out for these last couple of players from Dexterity. Not able to get it down just yet. And you can just see right now that Fnatic as well has a lot of respect here for Dexterity. They're not just throwing themselves at this particular bomb.
Yeah, Too Easy still sitting outside, gauging the situation to get a 1 frag, but there's still Mav right inside. Goes in with a spray, so low on health. Will be able to break down the Fnatic Dutch player there, as Drunk still going for those 44 headshots. Last time he used these things, just a fantastic accuracy with the 44, and just throwing up some nades, in control still. But look at Dexterity, they're actually going on log, trying to do something, but no, they already see the Fnatic guys poking up, get some suppression fire. Not really much is going to happen at this point. 7 minutes and a bit left on the clock, and still Fnatic are up 1-0 in this map.
Yeah, nobody's able to move at all. If you take a look at it, I think total we have, what, 5 kills in the whole server right now, maybe 7, and that is it. I mean, it's pretty crazy how low-scoring game this is so far. 7 minutes left in this map so far. Second round as well. Remember, Fnatic has that 1 bomb advantage, so Dexterity has to make a move. I mean, that's all there is to it. Fnatic absolutely know that. Too Easy is going to go ahead and make his move. We'll be able to take down Julio, but we do see Wag there able to take him down, but now it's down to 3 players. Drunks notices this, and we'll see if he's going to be able to pick up at least 1. Gets the assist on him. Fantastic job, as well as Mort taking up a Magnum, and Dexterity is definitely hurting right now. We do see those spawns coming back up. Back rage will be coming up for Mort, as he will be making his way all the way around. Dexterity not looking out for it, as we will be seeing 1 getting picked up. But again, these teams really aren't able to string together those doubles, and triple, kills that we've seen previously.
No, and finally some smokes coming down on long. Drunks still sitting by, if you will, Xbox, just trying to find something down mid with a 44. Want to catch somebody's head off with that 1 shot. But still, nothing's going to happen. Julio is going to be sending an incendiary, and I think they're too tired for it. There you go. Drunks is going to fall. That's 3 players down for Fnatic, and Julio will be dropped. Too Easy coming out from behind. Valu will take down 1, but it's still the man advantage for Dex. Neska not turning around. Too Easy grabs another, grabs the 3rd. Can he? No, he's going to fall at the end, but that allowed Fnatic to go in with the man advantages. Trunks going again on to Mav.
Trunks is able to clean up the rest of those players. There are 2 left for Dexterity around Statue, but they're slowly but surely getting picked apart. We see a lot of rocket, a lot of splash damage going to be coming up, which is going to prevent them really from doing anything at all. And yeah, that bomb is still going to be down. You see a back rage coming out for Fnatic as well to try and clean this up. That's going to be Too Easy with the kill there. So all of Dexterity now coming out from main spawn. We do have a little bit of a push here from 9, but really I don't really see him doing anything from this position. We really need to to have Nesk popping out a little bit. And you can see Dexterity a little bit worried about a push coming in from their main. Too Easy is going to be leading that charge coming up. And if he can actually get both of these kills, this is going to be massive. And I would say would be a guaranteed plant, but he does eventually fall. As Fnatic strung out quite a bit. We see one all the way up on the north side of the map. But Drunks here is going to try and hold off this two-man push coming in. 9 does fall. We'll see if they're going to be able to make it a second one here. The Magnum is going to be pulled out. No headshot there as he does miss it. But so far, Fnatic getting the bomb on the other side of the map, which is exactly what they want to do. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left. And this is just, I mean, it's round number 1 here all over again.
Yeah, this is getting just too much for Dexterity. 4 minutes barely on the clock. Now they're fighting across the map with Julio and 9XT, trying to delay and push all the Fnatic guys back in base. 2 players from Dexterity ferrying the bomb across. They will have to hit the brick wall. That is Drunks. It's just pretty much a spread all across, but Drunks getting some reinforcements in Too Easy, unfixed by the escalators as he sets up in main base just in case. Now going back again for a 3 versus 3 down in middle. Drunks watching the side. Wag might be pushed out of position, but he's just going to be moving on the side. He's got 9XT as well to help him. 9XT, a very important frag next to him. No, he won't be able to grab it as Too Easy is still on the side. Spots the bomb carrier, sprays him down, unable to get the kill. Turns for the second, gets the headshot, but a refrag coming up from Wag.
A really nice play there. You do see Dexterity going in for that Bravo site, though. Once again, this is a, like I said, a popular site for them to actually go for, but they have to worry about right now Drunks coming in from the backside, and he is going to be able to get the spot onto at least one of these players. Not going to be able to get the kill, and they're using the gate. This is something that we haven't really seen before, but it doesn't really matter. Too Easy has a rocket here to go ahead and blow it open as, he gets taken down almost immediately there. Wag picking up 2 kills. That's going to be a full squad wipe there onto Fnatic, and Dexterity has possibly the opportunity to take this and another bomb here if they can hold the spawn trap. We'll see if Fnatic is going to be coming back strong or not. Still looking for those players. Looks like they have gone down water side right now. Nesk is going to be back up as well. We'll see if he can hold off on this. There's going to be one going down. If he challenges, he is going to lose, and he does just that. Mav is going to be coming back in as well over here next to Ice Cream. Bomb has gone off. 1-to-1 tying up. So at the very least here, if we don't see Fnatic getting onto another bomb, and holding it down to time. Nice pick up there with the G18. That's going to be Mav getting picked up with a frag as well. But 9 still going to be over here into the base. And this is looking extremely good here for Dexterity. If 9 can clean up both of these kills, they will have control of the bomb. 3 players from Fnatic have spawned in. All 5 for Dexterity are up. And we do see that back rage coming up. Julio with the kill. Nice pickup. Should be able to get the revive on his teammate as well. No, he is going to be using those 320s, which is not going to allow him to do so. Wag with that bomb at the moment. Mort is going to be back up, waiting over onto street side, using that fire to his advantage to obscure his position.
And
we are back to a stalemate, basically.
Yeah, he's going to pull back, but now it's still 1-1. Dexterity are looking good. They just have to play for the end of time. But look, all of these smokes coming down as well. Wag will fall, but no revives. There we go. The revive finally comes up from Mav. Mort all the way on the side on A, or on A long. Not going to find anything by there just yet. Too Easy sitting inside the smoke just to be sure. He really likes those lurking positions. Nesk is going to fall. Valu still poking in from behind. Takes a 1, 2, 3. Falling down for Dexterity. But Julio is still alive. He's the last man. Can't pick up a single one. And a minute left on the clock. Fnatic are gunning it across the map to B. And they will try and probably get this bomb plant down.
Well, they will get the bomb plant down. We'll see if the retake here from Dexterity is going to be strong enough. Kind of curious to see how many rockets that are going to be flying right now. Drunks is going to be set up as well inside the C building. And he's going to be set up really, really nicely here to prevent any kind of bum rush that could possibly happen onto that B side and onto step up. But Drunks will be able to get one. Yeah, he's going to be able to find him. There's 3 players. Drunks right now. He will be able to take him out. That's going to be Mav going out.
Wag with a double on
nobody else. We do see, oh my God, Wag is actually up on top of ledge. If he can get a spawn here. No, he dies! surprised by the nade. Oh my God, that actually could have been the game right here. We might be seeing Fnatic taking it in the later stages of this particular round.
On the defuse. Niska's on the defuse. He's got so little time. There we go. He's got it. The bomb has been defused. Dexterity keep in the game in 10 seconds left. Niska's just gunning it back. And they're going to be going into overtime.
That's overtime.
That is fantastic play. A fantastic defuse from Niska at the end. And what a game. And this is just map number 1, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1. And overtime has been called. Now, Brett, explain to ladies and gentlemen how that overtime stuff works.
So we are going to be going into overtime, which is 2 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. The maximum bomb that you can get is 1. So basically, we are going to be going by time. Fastest bomb will end up winning. Of course, if you do get both bomb plants down for both rounds, you will obviously take the win. But yeah, fastest time is basically going to be the winner here. So you kind of got to strike this balance between how recklessly you actually play and how smart you play. We've seen Penta, go into overtime quite a bit, and they kind of had a couple of really aggressive strats, but they also have played it the long game, where they ended up getting it just at the last moment, around 5 minutes or so. So it really is kind of just how exactly do you want to how loose do you want to play? If you want to play extremely aggressive here, you have the chance to lose that bomb to the opponent's team depending on how fast you push it up. And we've seen overtimes go anywhere from a minute and a half to like I said, 5 minutes and
18 seconds or something.
So it's going to be up to let me see what sides we're on right now. Yeah, Dexterity. Oh man. Dex here, Dex, honestly, in my opinion, just needs to hold it. If they can get the bomb over on the other side of the map, that's going to be perfectly fine. I don't really think that they're ever going to get a B plant at all while they're on the red side of the map. So it's really going to come down to Fnatic just to go ahead and force their way onto Dexterity. I don't think that Dex, it would be in their best interest to just try and get a bomb plant here specifically. I think what they need to do is play for time, whittle it down as much as possible, possibly even go for a 0-0 for the first round, and then try in the next round to go for C or for B like we saw in that last match.
Yeah, it worked up pretty well for them. But now, again, Dexterity on the Chinese side. We saw Fnatic playing so well in the US, especially when Dexterity tried to go for a re-assault on the other side of the map. And what happened is that Drunks and Too Easy from time to time, they would respawn on the secondary base for the US side, and then, go in for the aggression, going for that pretty much free back rage, as you were calling it, as Valu does set up now. Some shots being stringed from the boost. Nothing happening just yet. Wag holding middle, and I think Dexterity, as we were saying, best thing to do on this side, especially after original time on this side. Oh my God, now that's going to be Drunks to get the 44. Valu's still on the side, but that's an opening for Fnatic to try and keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, they're going to try and press this. We see Too Easy here leading the charge. We'll be able to take down Mav. A lot of nade spam coming in, but they were able to survive. So far, it is going to be 4 up for Dexterity. Now it's going to be only 3. Nice pickup there from Too Easy. The bomb is going to be quickly following here. We have Drunks will be able to assist with that med pack, making sure that his teammates stay as healthy as possible for this push. And yeah, I think we are going to be having that bomb going down right now. Dexterity really not in a position to hold us off, but we do see Ness coming in from the backside. The bomb carrier not quite taken down yet. Ness missing so many of these shots here. That should have been at least 1 kill. Finally gets the hipfire spray, but the bomb has already gone down. We do have Unfixed as well as Valutaja still back up next to Statue. And with Drunks and Too Easy pushed up as far as they are, this is going to be one hard push for Dexterity to make. And yeah, that could have been a make it or break it moment. Obviously, it was a break it moment for Nesk right there. I don't know how he missed that many shots, but we do see Dexterity starting to spread on out over next to showroom floor. Julio does end up getting picked up. We see Valutaja back up for the defense. He's going to be able to spot out 1 with that ace. Not going to be able to get the kill. He does get picked up. There's the defuse going down. Drunks making his way back around Statue here. He does get picked up. Nobody on the defuse just yet, as those rockets are just flying in. And right now, Julio is going to be the man. It's about halfway done. So close, and they will be able to get it at the last second. Amazing play right there from Dexterity. Wag needs to get the bomb and just hightail it to the other side of the map. They clean up everybody in their own yard, and that was a fantastic retake right by Dexterity. We'll see if they're going to be able to do anything else. And another really good shot there from Nesk, redeeming himself a little bit. Can he make it a second one? He does. Take it down Drunks and Too Easy. This could be the amazing push that we've been wanting to see, the aggression coming out for Dexterity as they are already making their way towards that Bravo site.
Yeah, Wog's going to plant down a couple of smokes as nades come raining in from the Fnatic side. These guys do not want to lose, and they're already being so much pressure from the Dexterity side. Now Wog sitting behind. He still has 2 minutes to play with. And, well, 2 players will fall. That's 9XT on 1. Unfixed will refrag, but that is the opening for Dexterity. Need the smokes again to push up. Only following Unfixed as Nesk is still poking bit by bit. They're playing it. They have the advantage, but Dexterity are not pushing. They're afraid of anything, or are they just waiting for these players to pop in?
And right now, it does look like Dexterity is a little bit on the back foot. They're not able to break this amazing hold that we've seen from Fnatic. But then again, as I said before, we don't really need them to get a plan here. If they do, it's going to be fantastic because they have the easier side next. But they're wasting time, and that's really what they need to focus on. It's a minute and 30 seconds left. They're not going to allow Fnatic to have a crazy, crazy fast plant whatsoever. As really Fnatic, they know that too. Fnatic knows it. They know that they're most likely not going to get the opportunity here, and they're just going to play straight up defensive.
Yeah, 9XT here trying to go for the 44 headshots. Not going to find anything just yet, and the spread is still the same. However, Too Easy again coming in from that US backside, jumping around. Oh my God, Dexterity so good, and he's going to actually trade it out with the help of Wog. And now we sit back again, a minute left on the clock. There's Julio trying to go for the water side, just checking. There nobody is there. Drunks reloading the 44. We saw him opening up this one game with a very, very well-placed headshot. And that might just be all that they need to break the defense. Too Easy respawning yet again on the side, getting 1 frag on 9XT. But there's so little time left, Brett. So little.
Yeah, right now, I mean, honestly, there is enough time right now if the bomb was dropped for Fnatic to go in for a play. You do see him trying to clean it up right now. Drunks are going to be pushed up very, very far. Takes down the bomb carrier. Gets picked up himself, though. Nobody for Fnatic really to make anything else happen out of it. We do have Julio, though, in a position right on top of the ledge. Now, if they can clear out ledge right here, 19 seconds, they can run it over there. And I think that might be what they're going to try and do. But Fnatic, yeah, they have too many players here. There's no way they're going to make it across as 12 seconds, 10 seconds left. Once it drops about 2 to 8, it's going to be pretty much done. And yeah, so congratulations to both of these teams for holding off. But really, I think the props need to go to Dexterity for being able to have that amazing retake there onto Fnatic. And now they have the easier attacking side. So this is really going to be in the court of Dexterity. What are they going to do with this opportunity? They have the chance to take down Fnatic in this best of 5 series for the very first match, which if they do is going to give them an amazing amount of morale boost. It's going to give them a good amount of momentum coming into a Dawnbreaker. So, and you never want to go down in the first maps anyways, you know, so at the very least, you're going to be playing 4 if you do take the first one, obviously. So
they're playing on this US side here. So what we've seen them before in the cups until now, that A rush, when they go into the supermarket and actually get the plant there, they are so extremely good at holding it. They have 2 players set up in uppers, 1 player by the escalators, and then 2 sitting back, just checking from time to time on the site. I think just trying to go for A instead of bum rushing C might be the better opportunity that presents itself. However, you know, they are playing against Fnatic. Nobody knows how they're going to be spread out off the start of the game.
Well, the other thing that you have to think of, too, is the fact that nobody scored in that previous round, which means that Dexterity, all they have to do is get a successful plant. It doesn't matter what time it is anymore. Just get a successful plant and you're good.
Yeah, because all you need is just 1 successful bomb plant and destroy, and you have the position, you have the advantage. That's all you require. Moving on to the second half of the overtime. However, if nobody lands anything, then we go into OT number 2. Hey, we're gonna stay here all day.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just keep going into overtimes until we are done. But I don't know if that's going to be the case here.
I don't know.
You know, if Dexterity gets too aggressive, they do have to watch out for the Fnatic pushback, because it's absolutely, you know, conceivable that Fnatic is going to be able to get a pickup here on a bomb if Dexterity gets wiped. So Dexterity needs to make sure that they're not too crazy here on the push. But I imagine what we're probably going to be seeing is just like last time. You're going to be seeing 2 stalemate going down until there's at least, you know, 2 frags going down. Once you have that opening up, maybe a big push into the middle. You know, as I said before, Dexterity, it's in their hands. I mean, they have the power here to end it right now. Everything is in their advantage.
Yeah, but still, you can't count Fnatic out. They're the best for a reason, and 10 seconds left before we start off. You see here the Dexterity boys. On the other hand, right before we saw Fnatic, you know, they're the captain, the drunks, all that sweat pouring, so much work, all for the 35,000 euros at the end, as well as that fantastic looking cup that's sitting right in between the two teams on the stage. And the breakout has happened. Julio up again on the left or the right side of the map on long.
Yeah, Julio here just playing that standard position, just making sure nobody's going to be going down street side at all. We do have two AZs sitting inside, but I don't know. I don't know about pushing up. I really think that Dexterity should just focus on a mid push right here. I think that it would be too dangerous to go anywhere else unless they can take down Semi, which I don't think is going to be happening anytime soon. Too Easy will be set up, just waiting in for those mistakes to come up. Actually, Too Easy is going to be able to push it here. Oh my God, Dexterity not putting anybody in mid to watch this, and he could be able to go around picking up the bomb carrier. There's the push coming out on street side. The back range here from Too Easy. He's going to be able to help his teammates out quite a bit, picking up 9. And yeah, Dexterity here, really bad calculation on their part, as they will be completely wiped up here. It's going to be very difficult for them to make anything happen. Nice pickups there from Too Easy, getting the G18 kill. Mort's going to be coming up to try and help out. This is a really bad position for Dexterity to be in, actually.
Extremely bad. They barely have any cover to play with. And so there you go. Final player will be falling Mav. And, well, Dexterity have to respawn and go for another defensive hold. And, well, even off the advantage here in the more advantageous side on the Sea Shanghai, still are not able to capitalize on it. And this is just the defense for Fnatic, just so well. Even in the previous map, on the previous round on the OT, in the first half of the OT, weren't really able to capitalize. It's just the line of the fire was so good, especially now Too Easy with that flank. Just completely caught them off guard. No idea why nobody was not watching that middle part of the map.
Now we do have Nine coming in here,
double.
taking down Drunks as well as Too Easy, and that will be the middle of the map that they are owning right now. But it's going to be interesting because, as I said before, we've seen Fnatic play extremely defensive with the bomb, and with this overtime scenario where they do have the worst side of the map, it would actually be advantageous for them to play the timeout, let it go to another round, and then get the better side of the map. There's 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Absolutely doable for them to play defensive here. And yeah, that bomb is going to be sitting back. You see Mort here just kind of chilling out on top of escalators. A fantastic position for him to be in. 9 is going to be set up inside mid crates here. And you see a lot of nades going to be poking out. Nope, 9 is not going to be able to come out on top in that engagement. Mav will be set up onto Statue as well, but I don't think he realizes that there's going to be one water side, and he does get picked up. So Dexterity here, slowly but surely, I don't want to say falling apart, but they're definitely not able to make anything happen, and this is really stacking up. Fnatic, I think, playing this out super smart here. 2 minutes left on the clock, and we need to be seeing that bomb in the possession here of Dex right now.
Yeah, what I'm really liking, though, is Fnatic's use of the bomb as an actual... You know, we don't need to push. We don't need to have it so close. Just have it back until we have the opening that we require. And now with a minute 45 left on the clock, they're going to try and go water side, which is something that Fnatic really like and excel at doing. Didn't work in the original time, but now Mort sending Drunks up ahead to try and scout out lower. Swag still setting up by the balconies on water side. He's going to spot out the bomb carrier. Not going to open fire just yet. A very wise decision there. Does not want to give his position, but no, now he spots a guy at range. That was not well calculated, but a lot of damage being put down. And they're able at least to hold Mort back as he is now the last man in the squad. Nice
Minute 8 seconds. They're going to have to really truck it down over here, either to that C or the A site. They do have an opportunity to make that happen. 9 is going to be making his way over here next to Ice Cream Shop and into Escalator. If they could actually stack up into Escalator here, get those initial frags coming out from Showroom, this is going to be a really good spot for them to be in. You see 9 picking up Too Easy. It's going to be able to take down a second one. That's Mort getting picked up, as well as Drunks. So a great position here from Dex, as 2 players are alive right now for Fnatic to the 3 from Dexterity. The bomb is going to get planted here in just a few moments, and there you have it. Seaside has been planted. 33 seconds left on the clock, so if it does get defused, there's just not going to be enough time for Fnatic. Potentially here, Dex could take this,
Yeah,
and
right
oh my
here,
God,
right
if you
now.
look at the lines right there,
Oh my God,
there
look at
is
the back range, it's
absolutely
Drunks.
nothing.
Drunks from behind, too easy from behind. They're coming in to get the defuse. Nesk has to pull back. They're so preoccupied with the players lower or inside the mall. There's nobody really to get onto it.
That's it. That's
Drunks
a defuse.
defusing.
Great back rage right there. We are going into double overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
This is the first. This is actually the first that I have cast in the cups in the season. Yeah, out of all the 4 cups that I cast, I have never seen a double overtime.
Last time I saw a double overtime was still in the CTE testing
beta
phases.
stages.
Yeah, that was so long ago. But wow, what a game. If there was a game where 2 teams, 2 giants in Battle 4 have been so close and so tied, it really is this one, Fnatic versus Dexterity. And we are still, ladies and gentlemen, on our first map. It's a best of 5. We're not stopping just yet. We have our second overtime. This is going to be awesome. But as we were saying before, now Fnatic are on the easier side. And the side we saw them actually taking the advantage in the first half of the overtime, even in original time. So resetting now, they might be able to take the advantage and a very quick bomb plant, and that would just throw Dexterity off their positions. They can't really think straight after that.
Well, we'll see what happened. I mean, if you looked at the second round, or I'm sorry, the first round, you saw Fnatic doing the exact same thing with a very fast plant. Dex was able to hold it off, get the retake. It was like a minute and, I don't know, 30 seconds or something that they got the plant going down. So, I mean, I think both of these teams are in a position here where if they at least, you know, keep their head on or straight, they're going to be just fine. Dexterity, though, probably kicking themselves a little bit. I mean, they had that one pretty much locked down. That back rage from Drunks was just fantastic. You got to give them props for that. I would like to have seen Dexterity. I would like to see Nesk, instead of going back towards Crate, I would have liked to have seen him go over towards Statue. You basically just swing out over down to the street over there towards the stairs, jump up there on the Statue. If you may not get the kills on the guys there, but you're going to be able to get the spawns in, which then will allow you to get the kills, obviously, because Drunks hadn't made it in for the defuse by the time Ness poked back out. So he had time to kind of just hang out for a few seconds, get that spawn, and maybe even save the game. But we are back here, guys, once more for our third round in overtime, our second full overtime rounds, as we will be seeing 2 Easy leading the charge over there towards the bomb. Valutaja here. He is going to be back up with that ace 23. Not going to be able to pick up anything, but that's pretty normal for him. He's really just there to spot out anybody that may be going for a wonky play. But Fnatic is going to go down first. Drunks coming back in with that revive as he gets picked up as well. Is 2 Easy going to be able to survive? He does not. Wag there with a really big move. And we do see Valutaja, though, and his buddy over there picking up 2 of their own. So they pretty much have evened it up. But the bomb for Fnatic has moved really in an awkward position. We don't really see the bomb being laid down where it was at. Mav does get picked up in a nice little trade. Fnatic still with control of the area. And Dexterity not really in a position here to answer back. Drunks should be able to get a nice little back shot here onto 9. Well, he's just going to go ahead and forget about it. Valutaja will be the man here to probably make that play. And he is going to be able to do just that. Drunks going to go ahead, push up extremely aggressive there into mid crates. You see Unfixed across there with the bomb himself. And this is looking really, really good right now for Fnatic.
Yeah, Drunk still poking around us. All the frags are in the favor of Fnatic. 3 players still up for Dexterity. But Wag, look at that position. Sitting right behind A is going to deny the plan just for now. Val comes in. Won't be able to get the revive just yet. But he will get the plant. He's got 2 Easy to help. His 9XT and the rest are setting up right outside of the market. 9 will fall. Nicely done by 2 Easy. Follow down again. What a push from Julio. But now 2 Easy is in a very, very nice position to jump around. No, he will fall. Look at the flood of Brazilian players coming down on that A site. Nobody on top to really try to challenge except for Unfixed. He's not really challenging at this point. Wag is going to go for the defuse. Unfixed is so preoccupied with all the rest of the players. Ness is going to fall. Respawn's coming in. But look at Dexterity. They gain control of the bomb. They're running. They're going to get all the way across the map. There's nobody to stop them just yet. And Fnatic will try and go for the respawn defense.
Fnatic should be able to make it just in time. I mean, we see Drunks there going in for a back rage. Dex needs to check this back rage here, and that's what Julio is going to be doing right now. 3 players for Fnatic. This is basically like first round of overtime. I mean, it was a really great defuse there from Dexterity, absolutely. But Fnatic has plenty of time there in that particular situation. Now, if it was C-Site, yeah, maybe you'd be a little bit worried about it. Too easy, though, trying to do some work. He does end up getting picked up. 9 and Mav both getting kills of their own. So we are going to be seeing Fnatic in a slight little disadvantage, but look at the shots from Valutaja. Very, very good as he's using all of that cover to the best of his ability. But oh no, not able to get the revive there. As we will be seeing, I think that was too easy on the other side, so we might be seeing a good crossfire to clean this up. Yeah, Valutaja decided to go ahead and back on up as 9 does get picked down. Mav going to be setting up as well. The bomb is not going to be able to make its way over here towards that Bravo side. Good job making sure that the back rage is not going to be successful there from Fnatic. And that's something you have to watch if you are playing against Fnatic. That flank, I mean, that flank is going to happen. We've seen it time and time again, and I think really Fnatic is probably one of the best teams to do that. Even with their very, very long flanks, they've been able to time them really well and been very successful at it. So we do see Drunk spawning back in here as he's going to be moving back, making sure we don't see any kind of weird plays coming out from Dex. Dex, though, holding on strong, and as I said before, you're looking at basically round 1 of overtime. Minute and 23 seconds left on the clock. You're not really going to see Dexterity getting too antsy here. I mean, they have to know themselves as well. You know what? We got the easier side next overtime. No sense in really losing the bomb. We're just going to try and play it out. If we get a couple of frags, we push. If not, we're wasting time.
Yeah, that is for sure. And at this point, they cannot let it go. Wag will trade off on one. Drunk still watching the flank. He will pull away. Less than a minute left. And I think Dexterity just want to wait until the final points before they push up, just so Fnatic won't have a chance to actually go for a plant. Now Julio stepping up. Drunks will spot him, but that will be in the hands of Mort. But look from the side. Drunks is going to fall. The push from Dexterity is all the way in the middle onto A side. There's nobody really to stop it. Oh my God.
That's just wiped them right there. They are going to be coming in from main spawn. Alpha will get planted right here, and Unfixed is going to have to make his way back over. Where the smoke's going to be coming out for Fnatic. We should be seeing those spawns coming up here pretty soon. All of them are going to be coming in for a back rage here. I don't know. Nesk might be able to pick up 1, maybe 2. I don't know. If he does, it's going to be huge. Probably one of the biggest plays in this game. There it goes. He does take down 1, but not the second. And we do have Too Easy right on the other side of that bomb. He does get taken down himself. Mort going to try and make his way over here as well. And this is going to be it here. If we do see a defuse, it will go into another overtime round. But a nice pickup there as we do see Wag with another kill. Julio also taking down Drunks. That's a full squad wipe. And we will be seeing Dexterity here taking map number 1 in our 3rd overtime round. Fantastic job right there. And honestly, I mean, you
look
just see right now,
they are.
Yeah, how close it was. Look at their faces. I mean, they are elated. That's the first map that we've seen Fnatic losing here in this event.
Even from the previous event until now, not a single...
That's actually the first round that we've seen Fnatic lose.
Yeah.
Today was earlier, was with Dexterity, obviously. Yeah, that's fantastic job.
Wow, I'm sure everybody in Brazil is going crazy. I'm sure Andre Meligiani has gone squadjo, I feel like a crazy guy at the end when Fnatic went down Nesk. What a play and what a plant. They just completely moved around the side. That was just fantastic. And now they're up 1 point. In a best of 5, map number 2 is going to be Dawnbreaker. And where do you think the advantage lies in this one, Brett?
Advantage is going to be to Fnatic, I believe, on this one. I just don't... Dexterity hasn't really played this particular map a whole lot. I mean, I don't know how much they've actually scrimmed it because I don't watch every one of their scrims. But I know in match play, Dawnbreaker is not a very popular map for America. It's just not. I mean, we saw it, I think, maybe four times, like in the last 4 cups that we cast for Americas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did not pop up
they
hardly
played
at all.
Once
on stream
versus
anyways.
Epsilon.
On stream anyways.
They played once versus Epsilon, and they won because Epsilon weren't playing too well, and they abused the office's side by A when they're spawning on the Chinese side. So Fnatic, they know what they're doing, but especially after this fantastic first map, they're going to be a bit shaky, but they have the experience. They're going to settle back. They're going to think about it. You know, hey guys, you know, we're down 1. It's fine. Relax, come back into it. Dawnbreaker, we have the advantage. We'll try to pull out something crazy. And I don't know if Fnatic are going to pull a Penta in this one. Just going for an aggressive smoke push off the start of really just trying to destabilize Dexterity. you know, in the first couple of minutes of the game, and maybe try for the water side push, maybe poke in by offices. That's been the bane of existence of other teams that are played against Fnatic, not just in the official games or the one official game that they played on Dawnbreaker, but I'm sure in the little scrims that they've had themselves before the finals here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are waiting right now for the map to go ahead and reset. Guys, if you are wondering why we are waiting, we have to actually reset it back to 10 minutes. So it's going to take just a few moments before we get started. But yeah, you know, great job right there for both teams, and fantastic job.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. No. I am sorry. We are playing another overtime round. My bad. Yeah, so it's still another opportunity here for Fnatic to come back and win. I just got a call here on my phone saying that, no, they got one more chance here for it. We got a little bit overexcited there. But yes, we are going to be seeing Julio now coming back in. So my bad, guys. You can laugh at us all you want. Call it jet lag. I'm going to blame jet lag still. It's been 3 days, but we're calling it jet lag, as Mort will be pushed out fairly aggressive right now. We do see Fnatic here spread out. I like what Fnatic is doing here with Mort. He is going to be able to pick up at least one of those kills. Oh, almost getting the Magnum shot. Not quite, though.
Dexterity still sitting behind Mort, calling the second, but will get taken down. Nicely done there from Julio, as 9XT still spraying down in mid. The bomb is still in the hands of Fnatic, as 9XT watching that mid so well, but he's going to get pushed away. Not a lot of health to play with, but he will drop the bonk here at a very, very important frag there. However, Julio is going to go down on the ground. Dexterity resetting by the bomb sites, and will try to stay in this game. They're already up, but we need to see at least Wag. We've seen him before as well, standing by balcony on water side. We have Mav watching this the right side. And, you know, the respawns from the U.S. secondary base have been proving very, very, you know, effective, especially with Too Easy and Drunks. And it would be interesting to see Dexterity really abusing them for their own means there. Valu will pick up Wag, but very, very little health waiting for him. Drunks coming in wide, but will fall in the hands of Julio. And it's just going to stabilize and just go a bit, you know, off tempo at this point now. Well,
Dexterity right now, they do have all 5 of their players up. It's going to come down to a stalemate once again. Fnatic here, they're going to, well, maybe they're going to go for the same back rage that we saw before previously. Nice pickups there from Drunks, as that will open up over here on the water side just a bit. 9, fairly low on health. I think it was down to like 30. Not going to be able to get the hit fire spray, which is a big deal. We do have Ness now deciding to go ahead and shift back over here towards Step Up, see if he can get that defense in time. Really good big pick there onto Mort. And we do see Julio now transitioning over just a little bit here. Make sure nobody's going to be coming up to the middle of the map. We do see Julio going down Too Easy. Came around for a very big back rage. And we'll see if that's going to open it up. The spawns are going to be coming in here pretty soon. And I don't know if they're going to be able to come on Too Easy or not. It doesn't look like just yet. Too Easy, though, pushing that. I don't know if he just got the call that they didn't want to have spawns on him or not.
Sandwich by Waterside. It's one. Trade-off, Mav will fall. Drunks still sitting around by Valu. Valu in control of the bomb, not going to push just yet. 1:40 left on the clock here, as 9XT spots the one player, takes him out. That's going to be Too Easy on the respawn, and now Dexterity feeling a bit more comfortable. Mort is going to fall to Mav. Now the bomb plant, or the bomb carrier, Valu, will be able to refrag on a 9XT, but they know exactly where the bomb is, and they're going to turn their eyes all the way there, and they still have Wag to watch Waterside, or their backsides here. Mav unfixed.
Nesk is in a really good position here. We do see him able to pick up at least one. Might actually be able to get the bomb carrier, but he turns around instead to try and pick up the lone gunman. That's going to be Drunks here. So Drunks is now going to be able to get control of the bomb here. We'll be coming up onto that B site. Julio is going to be able to get over here on the Step Up. Does not need to die right now. 2 players are going to be left for Dexterity that are up and alive. Oh, the planter does not go down. We do see Wag getting picked up now. Fnatic going to go ahead and try and push Step Up at the moment. And we are going to be seeing that plant getting put up, unfixed. We'll be able to transition back over here towards Step Up. Now it's going to be up to Dexterity to try and clean this out. As we do have unfixed, just playing very, very passively. There's the back rage potentially coming in here.
Well, let's see how Dex can play in this retake. Very good positioning. Too Easy sitting behind in the corner shop. just scouting out a first frag from Mort. Nav knows exactly what's going on, and Too Easy will fall. Now they're pushing. The Incendiary is coming down to try to push them out of position. Wog is going to go for the team kill on a Nesk, and that should not be happening. Barely any time left. Going to push on just any people on the site, and this is just a lost cause at this point.
Nice job there. Fnatic will actually take map number 1, I believe, as they have won. And yes, that was a caster fail, guys. We do apologize. We got way too excited. And yeah, great games going back and forth. You can laugh all you want. I would laugh with you. And I don't know, we're gonna get some funny stuff coming out on YouTube on that one. But
yes.
Oh my God, I blame sleep, which is lack of.
I blame Brett.
That's fine. I just took blame of it. That's cool.
That's good. It's fine. But that is first point for Fnatic. Not too bad. Look at Drunks feeling a bit happier this time around. His buddies all around him. That was a hell of a game.
Drunks doesn't get phased.
Yeah, Drunks, the pretty boy in Battlefield France. You know, everybody in France loves Drunks. I don't know.
Aren't all EU guys pretty boys?
Well, you know me. I'm not really a pretty boy.
True.
I'm more than that, of course.
Obviously.
Very true.
Man.
Yeah, hopefully.
You can't be using that self-deprecating humor, man.
I don't know. It's like dark humor or something like that. I don't know. Better than the towels that you had before, yesterday. Oh my God, he went crazy yesterday. Like, you call these towels in Europe?
No, call those washcloths. Like, a washcloth is not, 4x3. Okay, that's not a washcloth.
We don't use feet in the EU anyways. It doesn't really matter too much.
You don't use feet?
Well, measurement in feet. We do the meters.
God, I'm sorry I didn't convert that into centimeters and meters for you.
Exactly. You're in Europe. Use a metric. That's even the producer agrees.
No.
No.
Producer doesn't get a say in this.
I don't think he'll be too high. I was just going to mute you this time.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But he doesn't get a say in this at all. Unless he comes out with his awesome TV voice.
Oh, yes. Oh, I would love to. Yesterday, what did he narrate? He went like a serious voice?
Everything. So we're just going to get a soundboard of him real quick.
Yeah.
And have him go at it.
Only 20 grand for the soundboard, of course. He doesn't come cheap, relatively. Not so much for us. Kappa.
I don't know. So we are going to be moving on to Dawnbreaker for our next map in this best of 5 series. I want to lay down and take a nap here before we get into it because I feel pretty drained. So yeah, on Dawnbreaker, we were talking about it before. I really think it favors Fnatic. I don't see Dex taking this one at all. I don't know. I think the long range shots are definitely there for Fnatic. I think that they feel a little bit more comfortable on it. They looked really good earlier versus Penta, even though it didn't go to like a 3-0, or it may have gone to a 3-0. But it was a very slow match. That's what I do remember. Yeah. I think that Fnatic is probably going to have the leg up on it. So what do you think?
I don't know. I like Fnatic's push off the start on Dawnbreaker from what I've seen before. The smokes, they've pretty much copied a Penta move off the start and adapted it to their own playstyle. Again, we've seen them pretty much only once in a major game versus Epsilon. They played very, very well, extremely good execution on A, but at that point it was just the fault of Epsilon because they weren't playing well. Over here, Dexterity, now I'd like to say that I know a lot about Dexterity, but pretty much, the Americas, I don't really get to cast or watch a lot of them. I tried my best to watch them, as when you're going live with them at like 3 a.m. for me, because I just love your voice at night, Brett. But in here, definitely 100% Fnatic have the advantage. It comes down to, can Dexterity show us, or will they have any tricks up their sleeves to be ready for this map? It's a tricky one, a lot of range fights, and not a lot of places where they can go with their close, CQB advantage. Again, that trophy is what everybody is looking for here. These 2 teams, 10 players, only one will come out on top.
That is right. So we're going to get started right now with Fnatic. We'll see exactly where they're going to be going. And, you know, unlike Penta, we didn't really see Fnatic going in too aggressively there for Bridge. They were kind of taking that classic strat where you send basically 2 players for each side, try and get a couple of frags going down, making sure you do have a guy sitting up on top of Hill. Hill is going to be very important in this match. It does give you a lot of high ground advantage on top of Alpha. And yeah, so Dex is going to be spreading on out as well. We do see 9 over here down below. He does fail on that first initial frag going down. Valutaja will be able to get the nice little position here on top of the bridge as, ooh, nice little nade coming in as well from Nesk. So evening up just a little bit there. It's still nobody going to be able to control bridge completely. We do see Mav down below here towards water side. Oh, not going to be able to come in on top. Too easy, though, coming around with a big kill on top of Wag. So far, Fnatic really looking good here. They have control over a bridge. They still have control over here on top of Hill. No back rage is going to be coming in at all for Dexterity whatsoever. Ooh,
nicely done from Nesk. He can pretty well play at range as well, but Mort is in control of the bomb. He's going to try to go actually to water side where he's got Drunks to help him. And Drunks is trying to go for a skirmish at range versus Mav. Sir, maybe looking towards the push on a C. Now, there's multiple ways you can really approach it, but the break on the A side might just turn around the, you know, the attention of Dexterity to the other side. And still, Mort, though, cannot make a move and transition over to the side where they are, you know, at this point, just dominating and in control as 9XT is just waiting. Drunks trying to come around and help out his buddy, and they are looking to transition the bomb. Unfixed with 1 on Wag. 9XT still lurking underneath the bridge. Oh, turns around, gets taken out by Drunks, and this is perfect timing. Mort is going to gun it to the A side, and now Too Easy lurking up in offices as Julio just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, Julio here needs to make this stop. We'll be able to pick up at least 1, but they need to be careful. They are getting a little bit rage right now. We do see a big push coming out from the backside. It's going to be Drunks here. Didn't spot out the one over here across from Ditch. Will get taken down. So, yeah, for the time being, Dexterity holding this off fairly decently. We do have Valutaja and Mort pushing up on top of Long A, which will allow them that high ground advantage, overlooking onto that Alpha bomb site. We'll give them a lot of good cover as well. We do see Valutaja getting picked up. Dexterity trying to make the way up here as well. So, Ness getting shot from behind. We do have Valutaja getting chased down. Can he get the pickups? He cannot. Nice play there. As it does look like Fnatic knows how to jump around corners and shoot as well. And we do see Wag taken down Too Easy. So at the very least, they're being able to prevent Fnatic from getting a very, very fast plant on top of this Alpha site, which I have to say, Dexterity so far is playing this better than what I expected them to do.
Even though they're not playing that impressively, to be honest, a couple of kills coming up from Nesk. Now he is still sitting behind on to the old Dom side by 50 cal at this point, but the bomb is being transitioned by Mort all the way on the other side. They see the opening, 4 players still left, but the bomb is dropped. No, they're going to pick it up again. Valo's just going to keep the ball rolling. And, well, they clean up 1 Too Easy all on his own on the other side of the map. But that's not the problem. The problem is the bomb itself. And it's still dropped. Mort, though, will be able to pick up the torch from Valu and keep it rolling. A trade from Drunks. And now Mav actually using the underpass, trying to go for the defense. That the bomb is going to get planted in the meantime by Mort on C.
And there you have it, Mav right there, switching up to the Rex, which is a little bit higher rate of fire, so you don't really see that too awful much. But Wag making his way back inside, taking a bit of damage, having to stop next to the flower pots. And he is not going to be able to get that frag just yet. Julio did go down, but if you take a look, 9, Mav, and Nesk all getting kills. Now it's down to Unfixed here, as he will be able to get a couple of spawns coming down. Can he get the hipfire spray? Oh my god, missing so many of those shots. Pulls out the Magnum though. Gets the headshot onto Mag, redeeming himself for that earlier miss, as we do have Unfixed once more, possibly taking down a second player.
Oh, but look at that. 2 players from Fnatic actually still on, you know, behind on the US spawn. But now, Ness is just going to keep it moving. He's got players that are going to respawn on him. Doesn't really matter. Drunk's all on his own. You know, he's going to try to go for the 44 shots. Nothing going to happen. And now Fnatic are pushing up. There's Valu jumping up spots. One of the players sprays in, does a bit of team damage, but it's fine and dandy. If Too Easy will fall, the bomb is dropped, and nades coming in as they are forced to back off. But look at Dexterity. Their position is not that hot. They barely have any room to play with. And Mav still setting up by the bridge to try and get some shots across. And it's going to push the Fnatic players a bit away. And they try to stabilize, but too easy when Drunks, again, the dynamic duo, if you will, coming up from behind. And Mav has to make something happen, or this might just devolve from bad to worse for Dexterity.
This is the one map that you absolutely cannot leave somebody back behind. If you leave somebody back behind you, you are pretty much screwed, because he can sit there for so long. It takes so long to get the bomb to this side of the map that he can kind of wait for a good 15, 20 seconds, not doing absolutely anything. You forget about him, and then all of a sudden, you're set up for a big push, and all of a sudden, you're getting picked up from behind. That's what we're seeing Fnatic doing time and time again. So Dexterity here really struggling to really get across the map. Finally, we do see that potential plant happening onto that seaside, but as soon as they make their way over here towards Charlie, Drunks is going to be able to come around the corner, trades out with them, not able to cleanly get the kill. Valutaja with the revive, so fantastic teamwork going down from these guys, as always, and that bomb will be going back into the favor here of Fnatic.
Yeah, now Julio trying to fight off on to the water side as Valo is bit by bit moving up 3 players on there, and Julio just has so much work to be done. Pulls out the 44, won't be anything just yet as Mav goes down. The 44 from Drunks, though, that's going to do something. Second from Valu, Drunks again on the second, but Julio dropping the bomb, taking Valutaja down to the ground. And again, 1-2. Well done.
Yeah, Julio and Nesk working that really, really well. We'll be able to get at least 3 of those kills. And we do see Dexterity starting to pick up the bomb. We do have a slight little back rage that was potentially going to happen there. Drunks does end up falling. That's going to leave it down to 2 players from Fnatic. The spawns are going to be coming back up, so they should be fine here in this position. This is such a difficult position to actually push. We've seen this time and time again from earlier matches. So unless you have a lot of smokes going down or a squad wipe, it's almost impossible to push anything except for A. But Valutaja taking down 9. And they will be able to push back this Dexterity pressure. So far, WAG will not be able to take down anybody there. Julio did spawn in at the last second. I don't know if they see him here. No, they don't. Nice job here from Julio. 3 players are going to be running away. Does he wait for the spawns, or does he go ahead and get the kills? He's going to be able to take down 1. Misses the second, though. Would have been massive had he been able to clean that up. But he does allow his team to spawn in a very advantageous position. Fnatic is kind of stuck out, as they will be getting completely sidetracked here from this back rage that is going to be coming in.
Yeah, Wax sitting behind unfixed as well. Down mid, he's gonna fall, and this is the push for Dexterity, but no smokes out just yet. What do you think about this, Brett? I mean, 9XT now is gonna get the plant, actually, and he's got Ness is gonna be watching Forest. He's got as well Julio and 9XT going into the trench, try and get the defense. Wag pushing up, will get taken down, but now the respawns are gonna be happening where they are needed. And it's very, very difficult to go for the retake on this A bomb side, but 9XT will get the frag on it too easy, in control of the position. Morton right behind, Valo with 1, Valo with a double, and oh my god, A just, they have to get up the trench. There's nothing really to be done, and Dexterity just going to be raining hell down supreme. All of these nades, all of these incendiaries, and the MBT laws as well to try and damage the Fnatic team. They push up, they swipe everybody, but nobody's on the plant, on the defuse. Valo so little time, but he will be able to make it at the end. That was a bit too close for comfort, and Dexterity were capitalizing on a very, very good position, but Fnatic, the better team, coming up on top.
Yeah, great job there. Going to be able to drop the bomb off. We will be seeing Mort with that haul. And Dexterity already pushed up in a very, very good spot. They're going to be able to have 3 players meeting all of these guys from Fnatic, trying to make that last-ditch effort to get that plant going down. A minute left right now in this first round. We do see Julio getting taken out, but not before Drunks gets back rage there from WAG. And yeah, I really don't know if the bomb's going to be able to make it in time. In fact,
it just takes too much time in Dawnbreaker. It's a very wide map, or a very long map, to be honest. And if you have the positioning, the advantage, you can hold it off pretty well. But now 36 seconds, Nesk on his own turns around, will be able to spot out 1 player, goes huge for the double headshot on the Drunks, and gets a squad spawn. And this is just like no time at this point. Too easy, lurking behind. Somehow he got inside, and Nesk still going by waterside to try and stop the bomb. That's all they care about. It's tunnel vision for the last 15 seconds. 1, 2, but more to still have. There we go, dropped at the end by 9XT, and 10 seconds left. Good half, and extremely, extremely well played.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, that's when you need a gadget like, roller skates or something so they can run faster. But yeah, so first round will go 0-0. Once again, very, very close for both of these teams. Possibility here for another overtime going down in Dawnbreaker. So, I mean, just really, really close play from both of these teams. Again, I really didn't expect Dexterity to play as well as they did. I figured that they were going to have a little bit more of an issue with those long-range shots. But, they definitely proved me wrong there in that situation, even getting a couple of really good plants down as well. You saw over there on that alpha side, as well as threatening onto Charlie and Bravo. They kept Fnatic back actually for a while in their own spawn. So, I'm sorry, on their own side of the map. So Dexterity here definitely showing that they can tango with the best of them. And going into this next round, I'm not too sure. Do you feel like there's a strong side and a weak side on Dawnbreaker? Because I honestly have not cast this or played it enough to really feel like it does. I feel like the only weakness on that particular map is if you are on the, I believe it's the US side, if you're able to get a squad wipe and you have players already set up on the CB's area of the bomb sets, just like what we saw Penta doing yesterday, I believe it was. You're going to be able to spawn trap them fairly easily, and it's almost impossible to get out.
Well, in my experience, either playing or casting, a lot of games actually on Dawnbreaker in GoForce and stuff like that, actually the Chinese side, in my mind, has a bit of an advantage when it comes to pushing up because of that offices area by a bomb site on the US side of the map. If you can control, I mean, there it was the first plant actually from Fnatic, and they had the opportunity to take it if it weren't for Dexterity's very, very quick and very well played and played out retake. So I think the Chinese side has that advantage. If you can go aggressive on the side, you saw it took so many players from Dexterity to fish out the one or two, too easy and follow still. Lurking up in the offices area by 50 cal and by the walkway leading in between the old domination area. So that is the weakness in my mind for the US. Other than that, there's maybe underpass if you go through the trench in the middle, but that's so difficult to go through it. And usually, at least from what I've seen from Fnatic, they will always look back. They will always know that there's somebody coming, and they're just gonna hear it. And other than that, I don't really think it's a pretty equal one. You saw pushing from the US side on a C, on a Chinese, it's so difficult because of the open nature of C. Unless you get 3-4 kills and immediately dash, as we were saying before, having a preset for going into it, it's not really gonna work out too many times, at least 9 times out of 10. But we're back in our second half, 0-0, equal footing. Now Dexterity on the Chinese side, Fnatic on the US. We head back into round number 2 on our second map, Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, Fnatic going for a little bit stronger play here onto the bridge. We do see Drunks on the south side of the map as he's going to be making his way up top right from the get-go. Deciding to go ahead and jump on down. Teammate Too Easy will be able to pick up Julio as well. So we are going to be seeing them taking one heck of an advantage here. 2 down right now for Dexterity. All 5 are up for Fnatic at the moment. This is looking really, really good. And this is kind of what I thought we were going to see in round number 1. But yeah, definitely Fnatic just going to go ahead and push it all on them. You see the map, the bomb going up towards the north side of the map over here towards Hill. And Fnatic does get wiped up inside ditch. So Dexterity coming around for a back rage of their own. Might be able to bottle up Fnatic quite a bit here, which will allow them to get the wipe, get control of the bomb. See if they're going to be able to move it anywhere. I like what WAG is doing so far, playing extremely passive. I don't like the fact that he's got an AEK here, as it's going to be very difficult getting those long-range shots, but at the very least, he's grabbing the attention right now of Fnatic, and we do see 9 now. Going to go ahead and press it. Is he going to be taken down Too Easy, looking for the second one. Not going to be finding him, as that nade will take him down. Team nade, unfortunately, from Julio. He's got to be kicking himself for that one, because honestly, 9 had them dead to rights there. So now we do have basically Fnatic just still backing up, playing extremely defensive here. And we're just going to be seeing them playing for frags until somebody makes a mistake.
Yeah, Wug still sitting up by the bridge, and the mistake has been done. 1, 2, 3 frags come in. 9XT is wiped as well. Nesk will only get a single frag for his troubles, but he is the last man in the squad and has to pull back. That A plant is definitely going to happen for Fnatic if they can get enough players as well with a lot of smokes. No, there you go. Mort being pushed back by Nesk, but he's low on health. Gets taken down. That's a push. That's a push from Drunks from behind that forces the attention to the back on the water side, and Drunks comes out of nowhere. Pure teleportation at this point. There's 2 easy ladders, rattle some shots down in the middle. 9XT will get taken down by Unfixed. They are still fighting in the ditch. One push from the outside might be all that they require, but Mav with the headshot, with the Rex, the T-Rex doing the damage, is going to try to go through lowers onto Force, but that might take a bit too long to actually prove its worth.
We do see Fnatic right now playing extremely smart here. Nice pick up there from Unfixed. We'll be able to take down 9. Nobody going in for the defuse just yet. Attempting to go for the defuse. He hasn't been killed just yet. Unfixed, not able to take him down. There you have it. Finally, we do see that player getting picked up by the rocket, but very good job there from Fnatic. And if you notice, Fnatic has 3 players now set up in a position for that spawn trap that we were talking about before. And this is really dangerous position here for Dexterity to be in. And they need to make sure that they're going to be able to fight their way out here fairly quickly before I would say before Fnatic is able to get all 5 of their players down here.
As you can see, 9XT still moving on the side, gets the hip fire on it too easy, and they're just trying to clean up. But Mort is still looking by the hill. He's still lobbing those MBT laws. Probably going to try, you know, when it's time, go through lowers or, you know, go back onto the bridge to help. He's got Unfixed and a buddy as well, and Valu to, you know, defend the bomb. A 9XT lurking from lower, chalking another nade to force out the Fnatic players. And there we go, Kobe on a Valu, turns around, unable to get the shot. And the bomb's gonna be dropped almost in the same position as it was before. The Fixed lurking.
Yeah, right now, Unfixed, not able to do anything down below. Dexterity does get control of the bomb right now. Everybody's pretty much cleaned up in the backfield here. We do see Drunks trying to do a little bit of work here on the south side of the map. And we'll see if he's going to be able to cause a little bit of havoc. He is going to go ahead and try and take down Bridge. Not going to be the case, though. He does get picked up. Alpha is getting pressured. Valutasha does go down, but it looks like Mav, or I'm sorry, not Mav, but Unfixed will be able to take down that last player onto that Alpha site. So Dexterity not able to get the plant just yet. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, so still quite a bit of time here. Only 1 bomb has been planted, or has been armed, so we are going to be seeing fairly easy game to tie up for Dexterity here. Unfixed just waiting in for the push. 9 is going to be leading that charge up here.
I'm liking that push into offices. You know, he didn't go through the detectors there because it would have triggered his position, you know, bottom, you know, 5-10 seconds at this point. But the rotates come up from Fnatic on the side. The bomb has reset and is being picked up by Wog. Nicely done as Mort will fall. Now it's Mav. Drunks still lurking in, takes down 9XT. And well, Mav will be able to clean up ditch. Now it's a 2v1 on Too Easy. Is Too Easy will grab the bomb carrier and take him down. Julio sitting right below. And Too Easy not opting to jump just yet. He has a perfect position here to do as much damage as possible. Gets a squad spawn, spots 2 players right below. Julio so low on health, turns in, grabs the assist on the 1. No, there's another player right above. What a position, still Unfixed, using and abusing every single bit. And that's exactly what you need in a final as big as this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfixed is going to be up top. We do see 9 right now moving the bomb back over here towards his own side. He needs to get a little bit of cover here, a little bit of team help, as he is getting completely overwhelmed. Nice job there. Teammate will be able to get the assist. We do see 9 now starting to back on up. 3 minutes left here. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here, as Mav is going to be pushed up fairly aggressively here. Unfortunately, he's not going to be in a position to take down both of these players from Fnatic, as we will be seeing Mav going back and forth, not able to do much. Bomb is down. We do see 9 right beside here. A lot of nades going to be coming back in. And really, there's not a whole lot of places to go when they're up in that position. It's going to be very difficult for Dexterity, unless they clean that out completely, to move the bomb anywhere around the map, even over there onto the Alpha side. It pretty much sees every single one of these bomb sites and all of the movement. You do see Fnatic starting to wipe down Dexterity. Julio will be down below. See if he can get a little bit of a back rage going down. Nice job there from Unfixed. He knows exactly where they're going to be coming in from. That's going to be a full wipe, as we will be seeing Fnatic moving the bomb back down towards Dexterity's side of the map. Probably going to be going in for this Bravo side, but honestly, with 3 minutes left on the clock, as long as they can tie him up, they should be A-okay.
Now one coming out from Nesca, second as well on a Valu. Too easy, falls back, and the bomb has been dropped back in control of this Dexterity. And with so little time left, I think Dexterity just need to keep control of the bomb, because we saw if Fnatic can gain control, they'll just set it back in their own base and wait until the last second, then go for the reset down in the middle and just buy time. And that they're very, very good at it. Nobody really does that. You know, it's, some might say it's a cheap tactic. In my mind, you do whatever you have to do to win. Now Julio pushing up, 2 of his buddies will fall, and that push will just completely get wiped out as Mort, Valu, and Drunks going crazy on that Wag all on his own. There we go, cleaned up, and that is another wipe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and now the push is in the hands of Fnatic, and the push will be happening in just a bit, playing a bit for the last minute or so. Drunks poking in just to be sure, the spearhead, if you will, just to poke around, trying to put Dexterity on the side. He's lurking. He's very, very good. And Drunks, when he lurks, he does the damage. He spots out one. He won't open fire just yet. There's a very good reason why he's not doing that. Still going behind enemy lines. I'm not too sure how much damage he's going to be able to make. This already one Nesk, a very important fragger, has been taken down. And Drunks is still moving in there behind. Dexterity have no idea how to react. Mav is below. Wag is being pushed down. There you go. Another frag for Drunks. This is proving just a complete destruction.
It's done anyways. I mean, it's done. Right now, we're going to be seeing the bomb. I believe that's Mort that has it right now. And honestly, if he wanted to right now, he can just run back towards spawn and hide out for the next 58 seconds. This map is so huge. There's really nothing that you can do in those situations. But yeah, we are going to be seeing Dexterity here pretty much just at a loss as to what to do here against Fnatic. Fnatic, though, not having too much of an easy time. I mean, they did struggle quite a bit there in that first round to, or I'm sorry, in the second round, try and get a plant. First one did go 0-0. So yeah, definitely a good match so far, going back and forth between these two guys. We do see Julio trying to come back in. You can see the bomb right there on their mini map. So they know they're going to try and just grab it, but 25 seconds to make it all the way over there towards Alpha, as well as get the plant going down. Not really going to be the case. And you can see the reset going in there from Mort. Spawn has spawned back in over Wag. Actually, that may have been a good thing right there to reset it. That prevented a lot of running going down. It's going to be up to Fnatic here to try and hold off, but no, 6 seconds left. There's not enough time to get the plant, as we will be seeing him going down. So map number 2 going over into the favor here of Fnatic. It's going to be Dawnbreaker, and you can see that they are definitely happy about that. But, I mean, really a low-scoring game, 1-0 for Dawnbreaker. Both of these teams, you can just tell, are just neck and neck, but Fnatic, they're just that little bit better.
That inch better. That's all you need in a final like this. Locker is going to be our 3rd map, and this is where supposedly Dexterity will shine. They're extremely strong when it comes to these close quarter fights. But do you think against Fnatic they can do it? I mean, lurking around, we saw Drunks as well with the back rages. They can play a bit of a stronger effect to their side.
I don't feel that this map right here is like any godsend for Dexterity. I mean, it's a good map for him, but I think that Fnatic is just as good on Lockers, to be honest with you. I feel like that Lockers is one of those maps where it comes down to who's going to be able to get that first, triple kill, basically. Who's going to be able to get those 3 kills in a row and make that push, that timing push. That's what it's going to come down to. So, in this situation right now, both teams, it's kind of up in the air, especially with how close that they're playing right here. We saw Fnatic struggling against Epsilon. I mean, they weren't able to really close out Epsilon. They had to pull the bomb back into their own area and hold it. Now, I think if it comes to that right there, then we could possibly be seeing Dexterity getting a nice little wipe there in a plant. But again, this map I think is going to be one of the hardest out of all 5 of them that we have to actually call.
Yep. I have to say, because we could say, Dawnbreaker, Fnatic definitely have an advantage. Siege, pretty close, but, it's still a Fnatic assault at the end. They went into double overtime. We thought Dexterity might be able to inch it at the end, but just the timing was a bit quicker. And well, now in Locker, I honestly don't know how to call this one. It's up in the air. It really is up in the air, and I really don't know what to say. I honestly don't know.
I know what to say.
What are you going to say, Brian?
We're going to see quadruple overtime.
Yeah.
Hope to God we don't see quadruple overtime.
Please.
That's going to be a very long day. Locker is going to be one of those, games that we've seen over and over again. Going to come down to a stalemate. Both of these teams, we've already seen that they play fairly slow. They respect each other quite a bit. And, Fnatic's feeling pretty good, though. I mean, they can lose this map, honestly. They're not really going to be worried at all. Dexterity, on the other hand, they need to get something going on.
Oh, if they can't get it going on, it's just done.
I have to say, Dexterity is still looking fairly decent. I mean, if you look at their faces right there, they're not looking all that worried. I mean, they know that they've been putting up one heck of a game against Fnatic here, and they're going to be able to continue here. 9, wow, I guess 9's sweating just a little bit here. He's getting that competitive spirit going, as he's looking a little bit worried. But maybe it's the mouse. Does he have his mouse here?
I remember that from last time. I don't know. I really we have to see. Can we get the camera over the screen, the monitor here? It would be really nice to see. I really didn't check, but my God, man! Last time we went there and we saw that mouse how he's playing. We're sitting there. I have my very expensive mouse and keyboard. Both of them cost quite a bit of money. Sitting there, and I can barely play with those and do anything. And just comes in with that, $5 little laptop mouse and just wrecking everybody. Goes in, especially, warming up, goes in on the, what we call in the EU, the try-hard buck server. And he goes in, just destroys everyone on the server, almost gets banned as well because everybody's going crazy. And just sitting there, having fun.
It's the ping.
He was here in the EU. I mean,
it was the ping.
It's always the ping. It's obviously what the Americans like to say every single time they're playing against the Brazilians. That's for sure. If Frosty's watching, you know who I'm talking about.
Absolutely. So Fnatic not looking too worried here. They're going to be taking a quick little break, as we are going to be waiting in for whatever to happen. But fantastic job so far from both these teams. Hope you guys are enjoying the finals. And I hope that you are enjoying just gamescom in general. I mean, it's been a pretty nice day, actually, overall. I know that a lot of guys have been complaining how hot it is, but to be honest, it's been fairly mild. I hope you've enjoyed the booths. I know that I went around Wednesday checking out a few of them. Played some of the Battlefronts, played some of the new squad Squad Rush from Hardline. It's not Squad Rush, but I don't remember at the moment. And then checked out some Halo. I have to say the new Halo is pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
But all kinds of really cool games. Hope you guys are enjoying your Gamescom here this weekend. And I know tomorrow's going to be absolutely.
I just want to play Hearts of Iron 4. I know Storm Monster is here. He's behind the Fnatic guys. He's their coach pretty much. He works for Paradox Interactive, and please give a copy of Hearts of Iron 4. Thank you.
All right, well, we're going to cut to a quick little break here, guys. We do apologize, but we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. All right, guys, we are back, and we're going to be watching our possibly final map of this best of 5 series. We're not too sure just yet, as Dexterity, well, they're going to have an opportunity here to show us some really, really awesome gameplay, as we've seen in the past 2 matches, but Fnatic just looking a little bit too strong overall. They ended up taking into double overtime on CG Shanghai just by a few seconds, as well as the previous match on Dawnbreaker, 1-0, which is a very, very low scoring match. And so it's going to be interesting to see how well they're going to be faring here. Fnatic has played Locker earlier against Epsilon, and it didn't look like they were in control, but they weren't in a commanding control. They actually had to play a little bit passive with the bomb itself and just rely more on their frags and being able to keep the bomb away from Epsilon, as opposed to being able to get those sites planted and winning out onto points. So Dexterity, they're going to have to make sure that they don't allow that to happen to them. You know, they need to be able to get control of that bomb, and by all means, do not get squad wiped. If I see a squad wipe coming in here for Dex, I mean, it's just not going to be good news.
And it's not one of their best maps as well. I mean, maybe it can turn into, since Fnatic is a European team, they usually end up going for a stalemate down in mid. But Dexterity, and from what we've seen in Latin America, they're not really too big of fans of stuff like that. And Dexterity might just try to push up a bit too much and land in the crossfire of the Fnatic rifles.
No, I mean, you know, on this particular map right here on Lockers, you know, the center stalemate is pretty common actually for the Americas, just like it is for EU. I mean, we see that quite often on this particular map. Dexterity does it quite often as well. What's really going to be interesting is to see how, you know, those initial fights break out. It's kind of like Siege of Shanghai. You know, everybody just kind of sits there and stare at each other and like, okay, how many kills are we going to get before we decide to go ahead and push? Whether they can string together, you know, 2-3 kills at a time, that's the moment that they actually make the push, or maybe they get a lucky back rage is going to be coming out to the north side of the map outside. Who knows? You know, that's really going to be you know, some interesting plays maybe going to be coming out, interesting start out strats. You know, we might see Dexterity go in for, you know, a heavy mid push. You know, maybe they can go in for a 4 or 5-man push there towards the middle of the map. Probably not. Most likely it's going to be a 1-man push outside, 4 to the middle of the map. Fnatic we might be seeing go for 2 outside, maybe actually 3. I think Fnatic was going for a 3-2 split where they have 1 actually watch the outside lane, 2 going inside onto staircases to make sure they do have that high ground advantage. But not going to be the case this time. Instead, Falataja is going to be coming inside along with 2Easy and Mort. And we do have Dexterity playing that very passive position here. That's going to be Julio set back, making sure nobody is going to be coming around the backside. And we are going to be seeing right now Wag waiting in for that initial kill. Again, this is going to come down to basically a big stalemate.
Yeah, now Wag just throwing some smokes. I'm not going to do too much there. 2Easy still poking up on top. And as you were saying, 2 players heading up from Fnatic because they have that quicker opening up on the west side. Have Unfixed now controlling the stairs. Drunks as well on the outside. Not going to find anything with the 44 mag that he seems so stuck on this time. Julio still waiting at the end. Rounds being rattled by 2Easy just to try and, you know, play with the minds of Team Dexterity. And as the 44 is still being lined up. Not going to find anything there. Is it back again? And they're just not hitting anything because nobody is even there to take them. Dexterity, as you were saying, another passive game. They're very afraid that it might end just right here, right now. But you have to try it at some point. You don't have too much to lose. You're already down 2-0. 2Easy jumping down, gets a spray. Won't be able to catch 9XC. It's just jumping through the bullets. And they still square off your cowboy style down on lower mid.
Yeah, so we are going to be seeing 2Easy possibly pushing in there. It does look like he might be able to make a little bit of headway. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and push it. Can he get the kills on it? And no, not going to be the case. Wag will be able to pick up both of those guys. As we do see Drunks setting up side. He has pushed pretty far down here. I mean, we see Mav trying to transition back out. But Dexterity sees an opportunity here to make a move of their own. As we will be having 9 picking up Valutaja, but Unfixed right behind with the save. And that does allow Fnatic here to kind of hold back Dexterity from that potential mid overtake. Not going to be the case. Mav is going to go ahead and hunt down Drunks, as he's going to be 2v1'd at the moment with those long-range shots coming in. And oh, look at Drunks able to take down Mav with that AEK. Beautiful job right there. And we are going to be seeing that big back rage here coming out from 9. Looks like he has managed to be able to get down below for a flank. Not going to be able to do much from it, though, as he does get taken down from Valotaja. So, yeah, again, back to the stalemate like we saw it before. Drunks is still trying to make some kind of a move. I mean, he's been going back and forth. He's itching to be able to push up to this last site. But we do have Dexterity still being able to hold him at bay. 3 minutes into this match, and honestly, we have 2 kills going down, I think. Maybe five to 6 kills, actually, total for the server.
Yeah, don't do math on stream. That's usually the bad thing, even in simple calculations. Math jumping down, the Drunks still on the outside. A couple of frags being secured there, and a squad revive as they keep the ball rolling here. Though Fnatic are on stairs, 3 players on stairs. It's a bit too much of a dedication, but it's not like Dexterity are going in. Anyways, too easy, caught off guard. Next, Ness turning around, gets the double kill on the Valu, turns for the 3rd, but the positioning is just too much. Mort loves playing in these higher advantage locations, just very difficult to take him down. You pretty much need a 44 mag or complete bum rush to try and take him, and maybe a smoke, 320 smoke down onto the tower. Might not be too bad of an idea.
Well, tower is actually a fairly common position to have for the America's Cups. I mean, that was actually a really popular tactic there for a while. Get the bomb, go up in the tower, wait for your team to get about 3 kills, and then jump down and follow them. We don't really see it as often as much, but definitely a legitimate tactic. 9 is going to be down below, though, as he tries to make this push. Will successfully come out on top, but guess what? Drunks is right behind. Will be able to take him down. We also see Julio getting a little bit antsy here, and he is going to be down only to 2 bullets in his mag. And you can see how long he was actually going back and forth with Drunks there, not able to get any of those kills. And yeah, buddy, you're not going to make it happen there. It's completely out. I don't think Julio realizes it just yet, but we do see a big push that possibly is coming up for Fnatic. Valotaja has been pushed back. We do see a lot of nade spam coming back in, and Dexterity here still doing a fairly decent job. 2 more players going down for Fnatic, now down to 2 of their own. Mort and Valotaja. Do you see that push coming in? Not successful. Mort now the last player alive with the bomb setting up in top of tower, and he gets taken down. Where is Too Easy at? He spawned back at main. This is the opportunity here that we've been waiting for to break this game wide open at 5 minutes and 12 seconds nonetheless.
Yeah, it's not a second too late. And now Dexterity are going to be able to push up. Drunks completely gunning it and going for the flanks every single time. We'll have to see if Dexterity have learned from what has been happening before. Nest getting taken down as 9XT gets one. 9XT jumping around. We'll get another. He's got Valu behind. They're just trying to delay as the bomb is planted on A, and Wog watching behind. He's watching lower, but there we go. Too Easy and Drunks, the dynamic duo coming back again. One will fall, and that's a double 1-2. Double for Too Easy. And that is a complete cleanup, at least on the side itself. As Dexterity, I think they don't want to push anymore. Just sending Nesk from behind. And no defuse just yet coming on a Val. There's 1 player sitting by the back of B. That is going to be Math pulling out Julio with 1. Julio getting taken down. No, Valu will get traded out. It's a complete clear. Dexterity have taken the first bomb, and they will go up 1-0. And now, since they are playing on the Russian side, open up the walls and go ham. Just go for the spawn push and pull as many kills as possible, sending a couple
see if
back.
They're going to be able to, because this is pretty much a standard here as you do spawn outside, and Fnatic did just that. I would have to say, though, props to a Dexterity for getting guys back outside towards staircase. I mean, this is going to be something that a lot of teams forget to do, is actually put players back. But Julio will be set up right here, waiting for those players to come back in. Now he has gone down, so it's going to be interesting to see if Fnatic decides to try and force their way on up here. Nice job there, as the Incendiary will be able to finish him off. We do have a 9 waiting in onto the stairs. This is going to give him a really good position to take care of this, but he decides to go ahead and press it. I really don't know if that was the wisest move right there. He does go down, and we do have that back rage coming in. Like this, though, as Mav already reading Fnatic's movements. They know what's up, and they will not be able to take him down, though. Drunks a little bit too fast there on the trigger. So that is going to be opening up for a back rage. Dexterity will be in a crossfire position here before too long. We do see Wag coming around the corner. Nice pickup there onto Valu.
It's almost open. Mort, the last player, still stuck behind. He's going to go down, and now this is just the floodgates open for Dex yet again. So Fixa has to rotate. Drunk still behind, as he really does like to lurk behind enemy lines. I don't know if they want to push for B just yet. They want to wait out for 1 or 2 frags before they go. They know this is such a difficult push to go for. But if they do get the plant on Charlie or on Bravo, they'll have a significant advantage for the defense. This trunk goes down.
Yeah, now we do have Fnatic setting up quite nicely here. Valutaja will be able to get a couple of hit markers there. Not the kill just yet, as he's going to be going back and forth. Those bars are so annoying to have to shoot through. But Dexterity right at the doorstep of Fnatic, trying to figure out where they want to go and plant this bomb. Fairly difficult here, as we do see Fnatic just really locking down this hold. Too easy, very low on health there, down to 5, as he will be able to stop that push from 9. It's going to be all 5 players, or I'm sorry, 4 players up for each team. Very soon, 5, Too Easy does end up going down. Dexterity might actually be pushing it right now. We do have Julio waiting in for a possible back rage. So basically, we're seeing it being played 4v5 in the middle of the map down here. And Dexterity has been able, for the most part, to keep Fnatic from wiping them out. Mort waiting in for any kind of a push. Back rage from Too Easy is going to be commencing. Nice pickup there from Wag, as he will end up going down. And still, oh, well, there's the push coming out. Drunk's going to go in for the back rage right as we do see Julio leaving his position. But we'll see if Dexterity is going to be ready for this or not.
Because here he comes. Drunk's coming up from behind. Spots out 1, but there you go. Taken down by Wag. Very nicely played there with the AK, but Too Easy with the refract. Down to 6 health, taken down. That is an extremely good shot there. But Unfixed and his buddies poke up just to see what's going on. Nicely done as Mav goes on in. Valu with the 1v1. MBT Law forcing him out of position, but the bomb has been dropped, but taken back in the hands of Mav. Nask takes out Unfixed, and the push is about to happen. Mav, can he turn around and do anything here? Yes, gets the hit fire in 1, pulls up the T-Rex. Won't be able to get anything with it. And now 50 seconds left on the clock. Dexterity just want to push and try something. If they can get a plant, that's fantastic. If not, then it's pretty much round done.
They really want to go up 2-0 in this particular map right here. Would be fantastic for him. Bomb is going to be down. You can see how critical that back rage is, as Ness is going to try and clean it up. Not going to be able to. Bomb is down. That's pretty much going to be it there for Dexterity's hopes of pushing it onto either B or C. We do have Dexterity already set up and waiting for Fnatic here to try and claw their way through the middle of the map, but they have gone down below, so Julio's idea right there is not going to work. We do have Drunk set up already, and if he can actually pick up both of these players, that would be massive. Not going to be the case, though. But if you take a look, Too Easy, it's like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and go over here for the plant. It's going to be close. Usually around 8-7 seconds is the max right there, and he is going to be getting it with 3 seconds left. So this is going to be up here to Mort to try and hold this off. We do see more spawns coming out here for Drunks, but it's down to 2 players from Dexterity. Can Fnatic actually even this up? Would be massive if they did. And we are going to be seeing more coming around on the backside. Not going to be the case, as, oh my god, so many players are going to be down below for Fnatic. They might actually just try and bum rush this. Wag not going to be able to come out with a single kill. There's the defuse going down, and Ness is going to be ready for this. We'll see if he can come out on top. He can't, as he does end up getting picked up. Julio will be up top. They have at least one more chance here to try and get this defuse. It's getting extremely close. Ness and 9. Oh no, it looks like Ness is taken down for a team kill. And that is going to be it, I believe. Wag is not going to be able to make it, as we do have that bomb.
Oh, my God,
no, it's getting defused.
One more.
Oh my God, so close, but not going to be happening.
Well done. They're going to tie it out 1-1 in a very exciting first half. And that was Dexterity up by the middle of the map. Actually by the old A bomb set that they took down off the start. Weren't really able to push their advantage. Just the positioning of where the guys from Fnatic were sitting. They had very good crossfire, pretty difficult to push through it, but I didn't really see any smokes on that position. Could have helped a lot more just to deny a bit of vision, and maybe they were just caught in the moment. But 1-1, I didn't really expect Dexterity to do this well against Fnatic on the side. Now we're going to be going on to the US side, which is the easier side just because of that breakout where you can send 1 or 2 extra players up on the outside and gain control of stairs. And that is a very, very important part of the map, just to gain that map control and the information coming in.
Yeah, we'll see how they're going to be reacting to this. I mean, it's basically all evened up right now. Both teams just neck and neck, as you can see right there. Fnatic really got it in there by the skin of their teeth. There's 3 seconds left, actually, before it was time out when they got that plant there at the very, very end. And Drunks was pivotal there with a lot of those back rages, as well as Too Easy, doing a fantastic job of cleaning out Dexterity and making sure that they were able to push him back off of their own bomb sets themselves. So, yeah, I mean, Dex here, probably not too happy with letting that go. I mean, it's never a good thing that you let a plant go down right at the very end of the round and you're not able to stop it. But, I mean, they definitely have the opportunity here still to take the win. It is tied up 1-1. If they're able to take both of these bombs here in this next round, obviously they will, win the round out completely, taking it either 3-1 or 3-2. We could be seeing a potential overtime once again.
I'm seeing it more like Fnatic taking one bomb and then just sitting back and playing with the bomb, just like they did before versus Epsilon and in the previous round on Dawnbreaker.
Well, that's if Fnatic gets the first bomb.
Yes. They will play the advantage. They will absolutely try their best here to really just push players away, as you do see for maybe one final time. This cup is all that they are playing for. Fnatic here trying to close this one out after a fantastic retake in the first half, tying it up 1-1. Now we are starting off. Fnatic now on the Russian side, going for a 3-2 split with, no, there you go, a 4-1 split. Drunks on the outside, pretty standard for them. 3-2 on the US side for Dexterity. Standard as well. One player will be gaining control of stairs, and the second, that's going to be Julio actually sitting by the rocks. Now Valu raining down the shots as he does have Too Easy pushing up extremely aggressively with him down in lowers.
And Valutage will be able to get control right now of bottom, as we will be seeing a couple of players possibly flooding out from Dexterity from Staircase. Nice pickup there from Mav. Absolutely needed that kill in that situation. Fnatic is going to be stuck on the other side of the map, though, or on their side of the map, rather, as we do see 9 trying to poke on in. Not going to be the case, man. Running into 2 players there from Fnatic. And Mav should be able to, at the very least, hold on to this for a few extra seconds, allow his team to spawn back in, maybe even get a couple of rotates going down. You can hear the parachutes flying right there, as that will be Julio jumping out of the top of Staircase. But, yeah, Fnatic will be able to get back inside the middle of the map here so far. Julio with a good pick. We do have Too Easy down below. The bomb is starting to be moved by Dexterity.
Yeah, they're getting a couple frags here and there. Too Easy finally takes Nesk down. Very low in health, but he will regen. He will sit back. He's the only player really to try and do anything, as Julio pushing up. Too Easy finally getting cleared out, so that's lowers. 3 players still up, and now Julio trying to go on the outside and really try to destabilize and push more players from Fnatic to the outside of the map. He's lurking in, but Drunks will be able to pick him out now. NXT will try to push for the advantage. One player sits right in front of him, won't be able to take him down, and they're just rushing, trying to gain some sort of foothold in the enemy side, but one taken down. The beachhead is not yet established, as Too Easy takes down the second, and still no bomb moved just yet. Too Easy still on lower.
Yeah, hanging out in that tower right there. Dexter obviously doesn't want to make any kind of mistake here. They know that it's going to be do or die time. I mean, this is potentially the last round in this best-of-5 series, as Dex really needs this map, needs a win underneath them to continue on going and take this to a map number 4. Too Easy, though, with a couple of really good kills there, start to move it on. 6-3, by the way, for Too Easy. Looking pretty decent across the board in this particular map. Valutage as well, we're going to be pushing over here onto Staircase. Dexterity still with the bomb in hand. And honestly, I mean, this is just, as we said before, these teams, they're going to be waiting in for those big kills, those big, 2 and 3 kills in a row before they make any kind of a move whatsoever. Nice. See Drunks trying to go in there with that Magnum shot. Not going to be the case. Instead, he will be going around for a back rage of his own. Already Too Easy there, though.
And it's sitting pretty. You're really liking these back pushes, and Drunks and Too Easy so many times, not just in this game. Their ability to utilize these flanks has been so instrumental in Fnatic actually taking wins in so many rounds here. Valu still going for the fight down on stairs. All the rounds are going to be connecting with the rail itself. Not going to hit anything just yet. The bomb still in control of the boys. Dexterity with 6.5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very slow map so far, as we will be seeing Valutage finally going down, but he does trade out. That's going to be a big win in their field. Drunks is going to be outside looking in for that Magnum shot. We'll see if he's going to be connecting with it. Not going to be the case here. So all of the players here for Fnatic are pretty much bottled up on their own side of the map, but 9 not able to push back in, which does pretty much reset it back to nothing. Dexterity can't push with the players that they do have right now. I mean, they just don't have any strength. It's like that for both sides, you know. Fnatic pushes in just a little bit, but 2 or 3 of their players end up going down. They can't make the re-push with the rest of their guys. Finally, we do see Too Easy trying to get a little bit aggressive there, as well as Mort. Nice pick up there from Mort, but again, you just see trade after trade after trade. It's just, you know, yeah, okay, I get Too Easy, but then, you know, Mav kills me, and then Mav goes down, but then we see Drunks picking him up. So, you know, either of these teams are getting any kind of advantage whatsoever.
Yeah, no real map control, but Drunks coming around from the outside. Might just try to go for a wide flank. As Julio is still watching it. The bomb has been dropped, but pick very quickly. And you can actually drop the bomb manually, which, you know, you can use to your advantage, not just, you know, run it into the outside of the map or, you know, drop it in the water to try and delay the timing. Now shots coming in. Julio won't be able to connect on the Fnatic players on the other end, and still Drunks is going so wide. He's all on his own. But that's all you need. Going to destabilize Dexterity that are getting pretty comfy in this position. The Too Easy runs out just to try and have Dexterity looking at the one spot, as Drunks will be using that spawn.
Well, Drunks right now is just waiting for his teammate to go ahead and pop on in. Once he does, I imagine he's going to be pushing in. Or at the very least, they're going to figure out where the bulk of Dexterity is at, and then he's going to be making his move in. But, oh my God, Wag there just expecting something to happen, and he's going to be able to take down Drunks. Julio now making his push, will successfully take down at least one. His teammate coming in from the backside, that will be Mav, as he will take out Unfixed as well. Down to 2 players here for Fnatic to try and hold on to this defense. Finally, Dexterity is going to be breaking through, but 9 coming around the back, not able to get the 2-piece. Will be able to finish out at least one, and Dexterity once more has been pushed back. I mean, this is just, you can't even call it a back and forth. It's just nobody's able to move whatsoever.
Yeah, Mort still stuck in the middle, and well, we're just going to return into the same stalemate at this point. Drunk still trying to go for the flanks, and at some point, Dexterity are going to just be so exhausted mentally and physically, they won't be able to expect anything. But 2 players actually will be rotating through stairs just to watch, and Too Easy and Drunks, the dynamic duo again, setting up to go. One will fall, and Drunks, there you go, they're up to their sleeve, jumping in, gets the shot, as Wag is in a pretty good position by tower to try and take down the players pushing in from stairs. But Drunks rattling in the 44 mag, gets another shot, not gonna hit. Wag just waiting for the perfect timing to peek out and get the shot. Nothing just yet, as they do go down, and the lower is really strong, just going around and playing with the Dexterity guys here, just trying to buy the time and push at the end. 9XE finally will take down Drunks.
Good job there from Fnatic, starting to close in once more. But we've seen this time and time again. I mean, Dexterity, they basically get bottled up into one, position, either on tower or in staircase, and they somehow manage to survive. As we do see Fnatic now pulling back for their players. We do have a slight little back rage here from 9. Is it going to be successful? He trades out, unfortunately, not able to do much more than that. And another back rage here from Too Easy this time, and that wasn't going to be able to do much of anything at all. Mort will be able to get the assist there. 98 assists as his teammate finishes off. But honestly, 2 minutes 38 seconds, we're probably going to be seeing, either one chaotic last minute that's going to be happening, which is actually going to be happening right now as they break through. We have Valutaja here waiting in the backfield. Too Easy already ready for the bomb carrier. We'll be able to take him down. Bomb now switching possessions to Fnatic, which is the first time in about 8 minutes or so, it feels like. Not 8 minutes, probably 6 minutes. But Valutaja will be coming back in here to try and help. Dexterity making a way back towards Beepers. And they are going to be waiting for their teammates because they know that this is going to be crunch time. They have to make this plant work. Valutaja, a really good pickup there onto Wag. And he's going to be fairly low on health right now, only to 40%. Still trying to figure out where exactly Dexterity is at. 9 does go down with the bomb in hand. Nesk is going to try and get the hip fire. He does just that. Picking up a second one, not going to be the case. Mort will be too strong there in that position. And, I would not doubt it if we just see Fnatic playing passive with this bomb.
Yeah, at this point, they just want to bring it into overtime. They can try and go for a victory, but a minute 35, I don't think they even want to try it. And you already see Valutaja sitting back. Julio, he's on the outside. Let's just fall back, guys. you know, we can maybe establish a defensive line on A. Something is going to happen. We get a frag here and there. But is it really going to matter in the grand scheme of things? Not so much. Remember, the teams are tied 1-1. And the overtime might be something, you know, bit by bit starting to loom in the horizon with 1:10 seconds.
I say right now that it's a guarantee.
Yeah,
I mean,
much.
A minute left. You see Fnatic all the way in the back of their own map. Drunks is going to be the most forward pushed up Fnatic player. Too Easy will be following it back up. But with Drunks going down and Too Easy going down as well, Dexterity has the numbers advantage in this situation. Now they might be able to go for a really crazy push here. And if that happens, Fnatic's probably going to go for a reset, just jump back into their own spawn. But 9 coming around the corner with the G18 will finally be able to make it happen there with the barrels. But is it going to be enough time here for Fnatic to get those spawns coming back up? It looks like it might just be. 9 coming around the corner, not able to get the hip fire spray, does eventually go down. The bomb has been reset as WAG has gotten control of it right now, and he just needs to be playing passive with it right now.
Yeah,
set up in tower, make sure nobody comes through tunnel, and get the spawns going down.
Yeah, just get ready for overtime at this point. 16 seconds left on the clock, and there's barely any time to play with. Is Julio trying to buy some time on the other end of the map, just doing something. Dexterity charging in, 1 taken down. Drunks, though, will get a double, triple. Everybody falling down for Dexterity, but this is gonna be it for this first half. Well done, 1-1, and we'll be going into overtime, which is, yet again, if you guys don't know really how the rules work, it's 5 minutes on the 2 halves we're going to be playing, and the quickest successful bomb plan will net you a victory. We saw that on Siege of Shanghai, where at the end, just a few seconds behind, we saw Fnatic taking the victory there. And the first point on our first map. And now Lockers, this might be the end. Fnatic are gearing it up. 2-0 in total. And now it's time.
This next 10 minutes of playtime is really going to be crucial. Potential 10 minutes of playtime, depending on how fast we see Fnatic going ahead and pushing that bomb across the map. But then again, we haven't really seen either of these teams, even in the first map when we did see both of those bombs going down. I mean, it was a very, very slow game for the majority of the time. So I'm not too sure if we're going to be seeing either of these teams going out very aggressively. I mean, we could be seeing a lot of overtimes coming out right now.
Yeah.
Because basically the thing is that if you're on the US side, you can, you're not going to be able to get, well, you have the opportunity to get to the other side of the map fairly quickly. You do get control of the bomb first. You get control of a staircase as well. So you're going to be able to push a little bit harder than if you are on the red team. But we have seen plays with the red team where they get a 5-man push towards the middle of the map. And what they do is they overwhelm everybody there into mid. They pretty much just ignore staircase. Like, they're like, okay, you can have that position, because they're kind of disconnected, especially if you go underneath in the tunnels below. And if they're able to get that wipe, then it's almost a guaranteed plant onto A. But it's like high risk, high reward. It can definitely backfire on you. And if it does, you're looking at a full wipe, close to a full wipe, and then it's a guaranteed A plant for the opponent team. And by the time you make it back, there's so many corridors and so many places to hide over there on the red team's A bomb site. It's very, very difficult to actually flush them out if they have all 5 guys up after a squad wipe.
Yeah, that is 100% true, but 100%. This is the minimum that both team players have to put in this, well, maybe the last 2 rounds of this game. Potential 10 minutes overall, as Dexterity spawning in first on the Russian end, and Fnatic on the US side. 2 players going on a 3-2 split as well. The US side a bit quicker to get to the stairs area, and now it's a 4-1 standard push as well from Dexterity. There's really nothing special about this one.
Yeah, both teams going for a safe push. If you think about it, Fnatic didn't even go for their 3-2 push, which they normally do with 3 outside. But we are going to be seeing Too Easy with that initial touch onto the bomb. They have gotten control of mid right now. Dexterity here is going to be the team probably to have to make the first move. I really don't see Fnatic trying to bust on in there unless we do see a couple of really good Magnum shots going down. But WAG will be able to spot out at least one of those players downstairs along with 9 here. And you're going to be seeing that bomb starting to make its way over here next to staircase. WAG getting ready for a preemptive revive right there.
Yeah, pre-fire, pre-revive, pre-defib. The shots both going down, not going to connect with a Fnatic player across the hall.
And we do have the bomb now shifting outside of the map, which we don't really see very often. It's kind of an uncommon position to put that bomb in to try and keep it safe. But Unfixed will be up top here in the second ledge. We are going to be seeing 9 slowly but surely trying to poke on out here down below. Again, both these teams, they don't want to have any kind of a slip up, especially Dexterity, because this is pretty much do or die for these guys. But 3 minutes and 22 seconds. 9 going back and forth, not able to connect with that G18 here. He's going to go ahead and press it. Nah, he's deciding what he wants to do. Very indecisive right now. As you can tell, Fnatic is going to be set up waiting for us. Nice pick up there as he will be able to take down Valutage. Actually gets a look at the bomb carrier as well, but he was completely out of ammo.
Whoa.
And we are going to be seeing him starting to give chase. I wonder if he knows that he's going to be coming up right now, as we do see 2 Unfixes up there as well. We do have a big push coming in to the north side of the map, but 9 will be able to take him down, and it's looking fairly decent so far. You see Drunks outside. Nice pickup there onto Julio. And he's going to be trying to pick up a second one. Not going to be able to make it. 9 is still going to be up and alive over here next to Staircase. And he is going to be able to spot out. There he goes. He will be able to find the 2 easy set up in that third story there, which is
I've never seen that being used. I don't even know how to get. I don't know. Maybe Olafmeister gave them some boosting tips at this point. This is, I honestly, this is striking me a bit too much. But 2 easy will be able to get the frag, as Dexterity have been, well, trying to stabilize so far. It's still 0-0. Is Mort still in the middle? Still. We have Drunks poking out on the outside, as he does usually. Not really going to be able to go for a flank. This time is Mav. He's going to be up and trying to counter his own tricks. Stabilizing again. Yep,
Mort going to be down below with that bomb in hand, just kind of chilling out here. Again, this is just going to be this is going to be a very, very slow 2 rounds here for both sides, unless we just see some ridiculous play where a guy gets a double kill or a triple right behind. 2 easy is going to be opening up. That's going to be Wag going down. He is going to be able to see the shadow here, so he knows there's going to be at least 1 more player. Oh, he pulls out the nade just at the wrong time. He might actually try and press, but he's only down to 7 health. Does he have any help back behind? I think upstairs they might actually be having a push as well, as a 44 Magnum just came into the kill feed there. I think that was Mort who was able to connect with that 1 shot. But 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock here. Nobody able to do anything at all. No smokes are going down either. So nobody trying to break up lines of sight. 9 deciding to get a little bit, test the waters, just if you say. Yeah. And he is not going to be able to connect with any of these shots. I think that the wall is actually, it's one of those invisible walls right here. Not able to connect, and he's completely out of ammo right here in both guns. Needs to be careful not to give up his position, because right now we do see 2 players getting picked up from Fnatic. That's 4 down for Dexterity, and here is what we were talking about before. You see a massive amount of players going down. Squad wipe coming in. There's the plant with 32 seconds left here, and Fnatic just might have been able to take this first overtime round in the very, very later stages of this time. I mean, this is a fantastic job by them.
Yeah, they know exactly what's going on. They've waited until Dexterity got a bit softer at the end of the game and just pushed on in. Wag will be finishing off 1, a second for Ness, because Drunks still hiding on the side, and Wag might just have the advantage here to push on to A site. There's only Valu left all on his own. They need to get the defuse. He has to get those squad spawns as well. Many coming in. 9XG rattling the shots. Valu from right above. So many. And the bomb has been defused at the end, bringing it to a 0-0 to come into the second half of this overtime.
Yeah, very, very good job there from Dexterity, being able to get that retake, getting all 4 of those kills pretty successfully in a row. But if you take a look at the KDs, I mean, you just don't see games that low. I mean, 8 and 8 there for Drunks, and he's top scorer for the whole entire server. I mean, that just doesn't happen. So yeah, both of these teams just really, really top notch, and you can definitely tell that they're really struggling. I mean, this is probably the first time that we've seen Fnatic struggling this much. I know this is the first time in this game mode that we've seen Dexterity struggling this much from all of the cups in America. So really, really nice to see them playing right down to the wire here as we head into our second round of overtime.
And even if Dexterity end up losing this 3-0, it doesn't tell the entire story, because if you watch back, these games are so incredibly close. that most of the time you're not able to tell who's going to take it, but at the last second it's either Drunks and Fnatic and Too Easy actually going down all on his own, all on their own from behind, you know, getting those flanks, always watching the sides. So these plays, the smarts that we were talking about from Fnatic, they're definitely present, and they're really showing in this game, especially on Locker. You know, again, we weren't really expecting a massive play from Dexterity, but already going into overtime versus Fnatic in a 1-1, not too bad.
I figured it would be close. I mean, this is the one map that you really couldn't have a clear, defined winner. I mean, both teams are really good with it. They were good on it back in Domination, and they're both, you know, really good on it here on Squad Obliteration. So, you know, it's not too surprising to see it come down here to the wire. Like I said, this is the one map that I just really didn't know who to pick as a winner at all. Right now, we are going to be seeing what this next round is going to be. I think what they're going to be asking about was that one position that we did see Too Easy, but I'm not
as far as I know. As far as I know, that position, I think it was unfixed there. The third story was actually disallowed, but I will have to check the rules. Again, I only remember the fact that if you got that far up, at least in live servers, it would get you Punkbuster kicked from the server.
Well, I know that I just checked the rules a little while ago from ESL. I don't remember seeing anything banning that particular roof out, but you know, maybe one of those situations where it's not known. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure it out here in just a few moments. I have to say, though, it was pretty smart getting up there.
For sure.
I'm a kind of a proponent of those things. I like those things. I've always loved that. Back on Battlefield 3, if I could find any kind of a glitch like that, or a little bit of a jump or a hop or a glitch or a position I could bump up into to have a little bit of an advantage, I always thought that was pretty smart of a player. You know, it really showed that they knew the maps, you know, forward and backwards, and it showed a little bit of imagination as well, just to kind of think of, well, can I do this? But you know, not everybody has my same opinions. I mean, kind of like you don't really like that kind of stuff, glitches, all that kind of good stuff. But
all that kind of good stuff. Well, to be honest, if there's, you know, a few bugs here and there, Battlefield, let's be honest. So as far as I know, these positions exactly would get you timed out. But I guess we're going to go for a break as everything is being figured out. Everybody getting ready. So guys, stick around, get something to eat real quick, something to drink. We will be back shortly. go. Welcome back, everybody. We're setting back for the second half of this overtime here on what might be the final map here, Operation Locker, on the ESL One Global Finals, right here live from Cologne, Germany, Gamescom. Of course, myself, Milos Temetic, Brett FX, and this might be the final one for today. Fnatic might just take it for a 5th time in a row. These guys are on a fantastic roll, and now Dexterity have to calm down, restructure, and go back in the game if they want to stay in.
Absolutely. So we are going to be seeing them once again in the possibly the final overtime round. It was a pretty big stalemate there that we did see. Nobody really wanting to make any kind of a mistake there into the middle of the map. Both teams were pretty much just, they're waiting for those big kills. Fnatic did get them there towards the end, but we did see, there finally a really good diffuse going down. So right now we do see Fnatic starting to spread out. They are going in, wrong button there, but it looks like we are going to be seeing one going outside. Pretty standard. Dexterity, fairly standard as well, 2-3 split. They're going to be having one. Watching out for Drunk going in for a back rage, as well as Mav going over here into Staircase. And it looks like Fnatic's getting a little bit more aggressive than what we've seen before. In fact, Valu already on the other side of the map. If he gets this frag here, oh my god, that would have been amazing had he been able to open it up. Immediate back rage right there. 2 players from Fnatic are down so far to 0 from Dexterity. And we'll see if this is going to be the chance here for Dex. Look at all the smokes coming out right now. Mort just going to go ahead and try and spam down through the hallway. Not going to be able to hit anything all that much. As we do see Dex coming down from below. Nesk has successfully been able to make it. He's waiting in for Fnatic to try and repush. And unfortunately, he does get picked up. So once again, we are back to our same old stalemate here. And again, it's going to be up to Dexterity to try and make this move.
Yeah, a single bomb is all that they require. Both of the teams, it can go into second overtime. We've seen it, but now the opening is happening. Fnatic are pushing in. They're trying to gain the middle side as Drunk still on the outside, rattling the shots.
First half, second overtime, by the way. Sorry, mistake right there.
There was, okay.
That is right. So, yeah, we are going to be seeing 2 easy right now inside mid. Is he going to be down below? WAG is going to be back up inside tower, which is something that we've seen quite often. Valu Taja will be over here outside of the map trying to push in for another back rage, something that we've seen Drunks and 2 easy doing quite often here, as Valu Taja will be able to get the frag quite nicely, taking down Julio. We'll see if he's going to be able to do the same thing here towards Staircases. And he is going to be able to spot out the bomb carrier. Not able to just yet, as we see the assist going down. So the bomb's still going to be in the favor here of Dexterity. 9 going to try and clean up Staircase here as he's making his way up, but he's kind of not paying attention as to where exactly they're going to be. Fnatic already realizing that, yeah, they're going to try and clean us out. Drunk's making one heck of a jump. Beautiful jump, actually. Surprising. Nesk right there will be able to take him out. And now Fnatic with control of the bomb's going to try and make the way over here towards that alpha site with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. And this is actually a fairly decent position to be in.
Yeah, and NXT sitting right behind the beepers. Not going to find anything just yet. 2 minutes and a half, or barely 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Mav will fall on the other side of the map. And NXT trying to push up a bit too aggressively, if you ask me. The sprays down into the smoke. We're not going to find anything just yet. And pokes behind. All the shots are coming in the hands of Dexterity. And well, the flanks from WAG come in from lower. He's just going to go all the way back to stairs. This is a pretty wide flank, but the shots from Valu. And Mort one onto 9XT for the trade. As Valu still trying to get something out of this one. There we go. Both players will fall. This is open for Dexterity as WAG is the last player on the squad. Mav is, of course, respawning at the end. And now they have to make this defuse. WAG getting one. Valu on the side, very low on health. And WAG might just be able to take him, jumps around. There you go, 9XT is going to clean it. And this is going to be a clean defuse, unless Too Easy can do something here. No, not just yet. Low at health, all on his own, taken down. Well done from Dexterity for the retake.
Yeah, really good wipe right there. Dex will be able to get the defuse. A minute and 16 seconds left on the clock. They might be able to run it over, get it right around the other side of mid here, towards the lower side of A, possibly to push it up. We don't know if they're going to go in for that Bravo side or if they're just going to try and jam it right here onto that Alpha site. WAG is already going to be making his way back through lower, so this is an opportunity here. If they can get this frag to go ahead and push it onto that alpha side. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case here. Bomb has been dropped, as we do see 9 going ahead and just leaving it right there at the opening of the tunnels. But Mav does end up getting picked up. We do see Fnatic going to go ahead and press this. Wag trying to clean up these last couple players from Fnatic. Will be able to take down 2. That's going to be more and Drunks, but unfortunately gets picked up. 9 going to be coming in from the backside. Able to get the revive. Not going to be able to get the kill just yet. 26 seconds left on the clock. They have been able to get Fnatic out of position. Valutaja will be down below. Nice pick up there, but will not be able to get the 180 turnaround. Too easy. The last one up and alive is going to be able to pinch a couple of these Dexterity players out. See if that is going to be the case here. Too easy going downstairs. Nobody really from Fnatic doing it. Oh, look at this. Mav actually setting up inside kitchen. Will end up getting picked up.
Now an NXT on his own. Julio watching those stairs, and that's going to be a very good one if he can catch Too Easy off guard.
Yeah, Julio with those first shots, they do know exactly where he's at right now. Are they getting onto the defuse? They are. Unfixed here. Might actually be able to get it. No, he ends up going down. His teammate's going to be coming back in here for the defuse as well. No, he gets picked up as well. And that is going to be a bomb going down here for Dexterity. Nice job. As we will be seeing them getting onto the board. 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
It's pretty much a last minute plant. Worked out pretty well. A bit of a stalemate and a very good push from Fnatic down onto mid. So now we're setting up. GG. Oh, so this was of course the second overtime on the first half, and well, now it is tied. Well, going up 1-0 for Dexterity as we keep moving on. 5:25, a very last minute.
Okay, so according to what we've been told, we are going to be going into a map 4, so that is going to be it. As finally Dexterity getting onto the board, 2-1 in terms of Matt. You can see a little bit of well, a little sigh of relief there onto their faces. We're going to be heading on over to Gold Mud Railway. And this is going to be a fairly interesting map. I think that, well, honestly, I think Fnatic is probably going to have a fairly decent chance here at taking this. We saw how much Dexterity actually struggled on Gold Mud Railway on against Epsilon. So I really don't feel like they're all too comfortable with it maybe. But, you know, Fnatic definitely, you know, they have some, you know, maps to spare.
I've never seen them play on Gold Mud. I honestly
Fnatic or Dex?
Fnatic. Have not seen them playing on Gold Mud ever, pretty much. At least from what I've seen. I don't know, maybe they played something in the background or in like a stream or something that I didn't see, but from my own experience, I'm not sure that they always try to veto it, but now since this is a best of 5, weren't able to do that. Of course, this is map number 4, and it's going into 2-1. Still 1 point away, Fnatic, from the victory. But, you know, we're talking about Dexterity and how they played against Epsilon. Epsilon, when they were playing on this side, and in this map especially, they were going pretty, I don't know, meticulously through the game. They had multiple positions where they could have made it happen very well. But Dexterity, they have the very, very good lurking possibilities, especially on the RU side. And from what I've seen, they like to keep one player hiding in the back, especially on the Chinese side, by that A-bomb site in the building itself with an M4 or an M16A4. That'll give them the ability to, you know, put some shots down at range, and has been played multiple times by Julio, if I remember correctly. Has been able to push back a couple of these, you know, very last-minute, last-ditch effort pushes from Epsilon. Not too sure how Fnatic can play this. I mean, from what I remember back, you know, a few months ago, or at least a couple of months ago, last time I saw them actually playing this to some extent, they like to go and use and abuse these roofs. It gives them so much information. The MEV isn't usable. So what happens is that these guys get on the roofs, they get the information, and then use the smokes to try and blur out the entire vision of Dexterity team, and then try to move on, collapse on them, especially from the elevated positions, coming down from when the bomb spawns, because in here it spawns on the top side of the map, not in the middle, like we saw on Operation Locker and on Dawnbreaker before.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of teams, what they end up doing is they allow, you know, the guys to get the bomb in the north, and then they sit in mid and wait for the players to come to them, get the frags to grab the bomb, and go for a plant. But Dawnbreaker, yeah, it's one of the maps, we talked about this before, you have to watch out on dropping it, you know, either getting diffused and your team getting squad wiped, or you dropping the bomb in a not so advantageous position for your own team. It's very easy to run it across and get a plant going down. We saw that several times from Dexterity and Epsilon match. They were able to quickly go from both of the A sites and get those plants going down. It's really going to come out to how can they get the retakes going up. Also, past the A bomb sites, it's really difficult to get anything else because they are so close to those main spawns. There are 2 spawns on Golmud Railway. You can't really see it on the overview map, but there's one in the north for each team, as well as the one in the south for each team, and they are fairly, fairly brutal to have to fight to hold them off from those main spawns for 45 seconds, anyways. So it's kind of like high-end resort in a way. Except for reverse, because you do have the high ground from these spawns as opposed to the bomb having the high ground in that situation. So we should be getting started here in about 30 seconds or so. Both of these teams are going to be extremely ready, and you can see that Drunks just have some amazing skin right there. Definitely takes care of it. Very clean. And we are going to be heading out for this potentially last map once again here.
What do you think? What's your prediction? I know you love the guys from Dexterity. You want that American Hope to hop in. If they can do this one, then they'll take it into map 5, and that'll be pretty much a repeat of what we saw before, with already Fnatic going back, from a 2-0 versus Epsilon and winning it 3-2. You think Dexterity are able to make it, especially since the last one is Hanan and now on Golmud? We don't really have too much information about Fnatic on this side.
Well, right now, just from what I've seen from the way Dexterity plays Epsilon, I would give the advantage to Fnatic, just because I'm not too sure if they falter too awful much on this particular map, but I didn't like the way that Dexterity played Epsilon that particular time. So what we are going to be seeing first play going over here towards Julio, as he does take down 2 easy. Nice little rocket going across map as well, just to try and clean up any kind of walls that might be there to hamper movement, or the nice little glitch positions to shoot from. Unfixed is going to be all the way in the backfield here, and this is fairly standard here for him to try and pick up a couple of kills way in the back. But the problem is that, well, he has absolutely no help. Now Dexterity with control of the bomb. Mort is going to be the last player up and alive here to try and make something happen. You will be seeing him starting to back up a little bit. I don't know why he's backing up from that particular position, because he could actually have gotten at least 1, maybe 2 kills, but he probably knows something that I don't. I'm not too sure.
Playing it safe probably at this point. Don't really want to open up too much. As
we do see Drunks now backing up as well. Rockets are definitely going to be taking down these buildings as quickly as possible. You can see already falling down, which does force the bomb carrier from cover, and it does give an opportunity to a player like Drunks to try and clean this up. You can see that he's going to be able to get a nice little angle there. We'll be able to take down Wag. The rest of Dexterity is not really in a position to help him out all too much. They're kind of hanging in the back here, making sure that we don't see any crazy just repush coming out, or counter push from Fnatic.
Valutaja still setting up at range, and we saw him back in the domination times where he loved to stay on that top area actually, and just rain down fire down the middle. 9XT will clean one out in the middle as Unfixed still sitting by the side. 9 is going to spot him, and Valu still on the wide side of the map, picks up one down on the middle. That's going to be Mav, and he's getting some return fire down onto him. Valu has to pull back behind the rocks. A push comes up, both low on health, and will be able to get the frag on to Julio.
Really good job there from Valutaja. Had he have gone down, that would have opened up the whole north side of the map. As it is, he's still going to be locking it down, getting one more kill. Finally gets picked up, though, not before his teammate will be finishing off Mav, opening up the entire map. Where's the bomb at? Wow, this is bad luck right here. Do not have control of the bomb, so now we are going to be seeing basically Fnatic taking control of the bomb sites of Dexterity, but they don't have anybody to plant it, actually.
Yep.
And we are going to be seeing 2easy with a nice little frag, losing out his cover, going down almost instantly after that. One-on-one fight will be commencing here inside Schoolhouse. Drunks going down. Mort will also be outside next to Tower. Now, Tower is a fairly important position here. It does give you some really good cover to take down anybody going in for a defuse on A once you do get that bomb down, as well as anybody that's trying to get any kind of a back rage or a flank going down as well to the south side of the map. So he is definitely going to be in an important position, but we still have Fnatic here with the bomb. Dexterity spreading on out over here towards the alpha side, actually, and We'll see if you're going to be able to pick up this last kill. Nice pickup there. Drunks not able to clean it out, so they do have to worry about some kind of a back rage potentially happening.
Well, Mav now will be falling. Nicely done from Mort. Too easy on his own, but Julio will be able to refrag. It's back and forth. The bomb's still in the hands of Unfixed, but I do like to see Drunks and Too Easy every single time they're behind enemy lines. They're trying to just butcher these defenses, but MBT Law from Julio immediately, though, refragged for Too Easy, and will be going for the revive on Drunks.
Yeah, really liking what we're seeing right now from Fnatic, keeping the pressure here onto Dexterity. So far, Dex has not been able to clean it out, and now Nesk is the last man in the squad. We do see some more spawns coming in, but they're all bunched together, which is making it very easy for a potential double kill. Nice play here from Nesk, going just off. We'll be able to take down 3 players, but it's just not enough, and now we do see that plant going down for Unfixed, and Fnatic here might be able to draw the first blood, getting that point on the board.
Yeah, pretty darn tight at 5 minutes and 40 seconds going down. Drunks sitting by B-Bomb. So they're just trying to establish a concave around, but now Wag jumping around the side. Valu on, well, right on top of the mountain here, right next to the buildings, as Mav jumps around behind the concrete block, spots him, takes him down, and this should be a defuse unless Too Easy can pull something crazy here. No, he's gonna fall the second as well, and that should be a pretty darn easy defuse from Dexterity, but they don't stop. They push in. All 3 players are going for the map control, and a very, very nice retake.
Yeah, good job there, being able to get that squad wipe. That was extra special there for Dexterity. It will allow them to, as you said before, get that very early map control, as well as getting onto the bomb itself. Now we do see Nesk going ahead and backing on up after getting that plant. We do have a Fnatic there into the north side of the map. See if they can actually get a couple of good spawns down. We'll be blowing out most of the walls there for that particular building, making sure that they can clear it for sure. But Mav here going to be able to take down Unfixed. Nice play, pulling out the G18, not able to get the turnaround. We do see Dexterity with 4 players still up and alive next to the bomb itself. 9 getting one of the longest G18 kills that I've ever seen. Pretty crazy right there. Now he is going to be set up with that AEK. And that looks like it might possibly be another or a bomb here for Dexterity.
Well done.
Going down. And yes, it is. So fantastic job right there.
Now they're going to go up an extra point. Well, a first point for them to go for the first blood, if you will, on this map. Leading now Nesk 5 minutes and 53 on that bomb plant and destroy, with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Not out of range for Fnatic just yet. You've seen how well they are on just the retakes, especially on the 1 minute. Even 1 minute is all that they would require to push across. Mav pushing in as Valu waiting inside the buildings, low on health, jumps on down. A trades versus Mav, and Dexterity will be able to take control of the bomb, as Julio is still standing by the B bomb set in the building.
Well, he's been hurt right now. I mean, you can hear the footsteps running out, but he does get taken down. Would have been a really good spot for him to be in had he just kind of stayed quiet, not moved at all, and just waited for his teammates to try and come down. Big back rage going to be coming out for Mort. We do have Mav. I don't think he actually sees this. Oh, what?
Wow, the turnaround.
Wow, I don't even know. And then he suicides himself. Oh my God, that was just nuts right there with that turnaround. But Dexterity is pretty much getting wiped out here. They only have 2 players up and alive, and they're actually on the spawn side of Fnatic. Nice pickup there from Nesk. We do see him finally getting picked up. Nice double actually going down for Mort as well. Fnatic should be able to get control of the bomb. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Still a lot of time for them to come back and get a plant. You know, this is one of those maps that we were talking about previously with Epsilon and Dexterity, is that this map, even in 30 seconds, you do have enough time to get that plant going down, so you really can't relax until that timer is right around 8 or 5 seconds.
Yeah, and there we go. Now Unfixed, trying to set himself by the tower. There's just that small rock that can give him an advantage trying to defend. Drunks pushing up all on his own. Will fall, not too good there, but Nesk unable to get the frag. It's always Too Easy and his buddy Drunks pushing up together. The bomb is dropped right before Fnatic are able to get the plant down, but now they will have more than enough time to do so. But no buildings for them to lurk into, which is very, very good for the retake at Dexterity, but they won't have a lot of cover themselves. to go up. Julio coming up on the side. Unfixed might be meeting him in just a sec. He spots one guy running all the way on the site. Nanixi is going to be stopped right in his tracks. As nades coming down. Unfixed will get taken, but a trade off. Julio all on his own versus 2 players. Valu as well going for the sandwich. Now Nesk will fall on the defuse. There's nobody really to do anything at this point. Nanixi last player and respawning right at base. This is Fnatic to get it back in a game 1-1.
Yeah, it's going to even it up 1-1 across the board. Great job there from Fnatic to get that plant going down. And, you know, that really shows you that positioning, that crossfire that we were talking about before over there onto tower. It really does lock it down quite nicely on this particular map. You see Drunks here trying to back on up, as that is going to be Mort here cleaning up 9. So Fnatic's going to be able to keep the pressure on him. We have 2 players, or 1 player now, from Fnatic down here to the south side of the map. Dexterity already transitioning up for the bomb. And with 48 seconds left on the clock by the time it spawns, might be better just to try and play a little bit safe with it. Valutaja, though, just going off. Now he's going to be able to pick up 2 kills there. See if he can make it a 3rd, as he has spotted out Dexterity. He is going to be making it 3 and 4 as well. Beautiful job from Valutaja, getting control of the bomb. 27 seconds left. We'll see if they're going to be able to make it down in time onto that B site. If it's unimpeded, it might just actually happen. And we can see them taking this round 2-1.
No, that's down from Mav. Drunk still sitting by the rock on the hill as Mav checks by C. Nothing done just yet. Less than 10 seconds left on the clock. No plant. I don't see a plant happening here. They're going to try and dash it across the site here onto B, but too little, too late. Yeah. Fnatic and Dexterity tied out 1-1 in our 4th map of the series, as the Fnatic are leading 2-1.
Really good job right there, I'd have to say. And we are going to be going into this next round. We'll see if Dexterity is going to be able to, I don't know, pick it up a little bit. With it being 1-1, though, we're not going to be seeing a 2-0 shutout.
No.
As, or a 3-0 shutout, rather. My apologies. So this can go into an overtime once again, which if we see an overtime again, that's going to be nuts on Goldman Railway. Actually, I have seen some really, really good matches on Goldman Railway for overtime. Really, really
it's
fast.
It's my favorite.
I mean, basically like what you saw with EGZ when they had that mad dash on lockers against Epsilon there. That's kind of what we see on Goldman Railway, what I have cast on Goldman Railway for teams. I mean, just minute and 45 second plants, just really, really ridiculously fast, high action overtime rounds. So, I mean, it can happen here on Goldman Railway. I don't know if it's going to be the case here, obviously, because we are going to be switching sides, playing our 2nd round. But 1-1, all evened up. Dexterity, they are definitely, you know, their backs are against the wall. We're going to be seeing them potentially being able to take this to a map number 5. And if they do so on Hainan Resort, that's, I'm going to go ahead and give that to Fnatic, because unless Dexterity, which I'm sure they have practiced that map quite a bit from the last cup against Jayob, which was not too long ago. It's not going to be pretty. They were figuring out the map as they went. Wow. So yeah, we should definitely see. But then again, I don't know how Fnatic plays Hainan either. I haven't really seen them too often much on that particular map. Seems to be that the majority of teams pretty much ban that out as much as possible.
Yep, but this is the beauty of a best of 5, because if you lose in a best of 5, you really do say that, okay, these guys definitely are better than us. This is why I'm not a big fan of best of 1s. You know, best of 3s, yes, okay. But best of 5s, definitely lock it down completely. And, no, Gomad, one of my favorite maps. So we continue on. Less than 10 seconds to go as both teams have switched sides. And now Dexterity on the RU side. It's Fnatic on the Chinese. And all the players are starting to feel the heat. Now let's see if Dexterity can bring it back 1-1. And no, this might be, last 10 minutes, might be a comeback for the Brazilians. Let's see what goes on.
Fairly standard breakout for both these teams. Julio, though, is going to be going way, way to the south. We do have Ness sitting up right next to the bomb. Might be able to catch a couple of Fnatic players. Not going to be the case. Fnatic already pre-firing, so really good job on their part, recognizing that Dexterity was going to be in those positions, as we do have Wag now going around for a potential back rage. He is going to be able to spot out. Nice pickup there onto Drunks. And he's going to be trying to find this second player here from Fnatic. A lot of shots coming back in. They need to be careful here as Dexterity is getting whittled away here in the north. They do get completely pushed out. And you can see how defensively they're starting to play now. Spawning 3 other players in the back here. And we do see now them basically playing the defensive style. They were in this situation for a little bit previously. But, you know, again, this map right here, unless that timer is 0 or you're going to be able to finish it out 2-1 or 2-0, you don't ever stop, as what we saw last time with Fnatic getting that last and final bomb. So
less than 1 minute on that, just a mad dash to the end. 9XT, though, trying to wrap around this Valu, still in control of the bomb. And 9 not going to opt out of opening fire just yet, but there you go. He's going to get spotted. Needs to return fire down to 16 health and has to pull back out of position there. Hipfire with the AEK. It's going to be a jump around from the side as Mav, last player alive, pulls out the Glock, unable to land the shots. And now it's very, very good control, full control from Fnatic.
We do have Julio all the way up at the north, and I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to be doing with his position because Fnatic does not know that he's there. And if he does kind of go up here into the north but unfixed, just pretty much recognizing that there's probably going to be some sort of back rage at some point happening, we'll be able to stop it if it does come to that. Nice pick up there. Valutaja does end up going down. Julio now is going to be making his way up to the north. Once again, unfixed. Looks like he has been told, hey, man, you might want to get down here to try and help us, as that is going to be giving... Oh, no, he is going to be hearing something. He can hear some footsteps. He knows something's going down. We'll see if he's going to be able to find him out. Julio is going to be able to pick up at least one. Unfixed, though. Getting revenge for his teammates to be able to finish it off. So Dexterity now moving the bomb back over here towards that alpha flag. We do see Wag now deciding to go ahead and go for B. I like this move here. Definitely. It is a little bit more of a difficult site to actually hold, but if you do get Bravo down and successfully, it's kind of like over on Siege of Shanghai. If you're able to get Bravo when you're the US team, it's such a huge win. Fnatic is going to be able to wipe them out. We will be seeing a possible defuse coming in. Nope, Julio does get taken down. Dexterity starting to swarm in onto that Bravo site. Unfixed will be the last player alive here for Fnatic. And we'll see if the spawns are going to be coming in or if they're going to be going into main. Looks like one player is going to be spawning in onto Unfixed, another one over onto main. So we'll be seeing a two-pronged attack. As, Unfixed there, spotting out one inside Schoolhouse. Oh, big stop right there as he does take down Mav. Nesto will be hiding back behind the bomb itself as he takes down Valutaja in the waning seconds here of this match. Can he come out on top? He is going to be able to pick up one, but no, we have Fnatic able to get on the defuse. It's going to be Mort taking a couple of pings, but in this particular... Oh, no!
Yeah! Oh, no!
He ended up getting it so close right there. And that is going to be Fnatic just narrowly able to stop that. And Dexterity is not going to be happy about that. Now we do see the replant coming back in. Valutaja is going to be up top here, racking in the kills. Dexterity down to 2 players, Nesk and 9. And they are not in the best of positions here to stop any kind of defuse. There you go. Drunks should be able to get it with no problem. I don't really see him getting contested. But yeah, as long as Dexterity stays alive here, they should be able to keep the bomb on the other side of the map. But again, key word, staying alive, which isn't going to be happening right now.
Yeah, now we will be setting back more. We'll go back for the bomb. NXT does take down 2 easy. Both teams, you know, recalibrating, getting the players back in their normal playstyles, and maybe it would have been better to just leave the bomb to respawn down in the upper side of the map. They do have good control over their Drunks, though. Nice fire there, taking down Nesk. A very important fragger for the side of Dexterity, but he will get taken down. Nice. That's a very good swarm from Dexterity here, acting as a Zerg together. But look at 9XT, he's all the way on the other side of the map. Lurking in, takes down Unfixed, a second right above.
Revive is going to be coming in. 9 narrowly escaping once again. And he turns around and picks him up. That's 3 down for Fnatic. Beautiful play, but is it going to mean anything at all? We do see some more spawns coming back in. 9 is just a thorn in the side here for Fnatic. If he's going to be able to get a couple more kills, would be huge. He does end up going down. Fnatic playing very passive with that bomb once again. Valutaja with that northern side of the spawn, not able to get that initial kill. We'll see if they're going to go for that Bravo plant once again, as Dexterity does have control of the bomb here.
Yeah.
And it looks like they are going to be going in for that B site bomb.
Mav sitting on top, too easy, pushing down on the side, and the B bomb side will be planted yet again. Drunk's taken out one, so low on health, but Nesk knows exactly what's going on. Too easy on top of the roof here, trying to solidify their defensive hold here. Zwak will go down. Still one player in Valutaja jumping, will be able to get the frag, and possibly with that, the defuse, yes, there we go, double comes up, and that is a complete wipe for Dexterity. They're gonna have to reset, and the bomb picked up by Falu, back on the offensive.
Yeah, and I think Fnatic has a really good opportunity here to get a plant down. We do see Too Easy fairly far forward up into mid, as he does get that first initial frag there onto 9. Has gotten the spot there as well over into Dwarms. There it is, Valutaja getting that plant going down. Nice pickup there. Opening up the walls here for Dexterity. Those rockets are going to be crucial.
And it's a wipe. That's a wipe for Dexterity, and now they're not sitting pretty at all. Fnatic already up in map control. They're up in the actual map. They're tied in the map itself, and with 3.5 minutes left on the clock, Valu getting another shot and another kill. Drunk's lurking on top, spots one. Won't jump for him. No, unable to get the frag just yet. Oh, going down the stairs, just playing hardcore parkour here. So low, jumps on out of him. That was a help from, Too Easy from behind. The empty lob from Julio, the bomb. So still ticking. Fnatic trying to hold on. Nesk all on his own.
Yeah, that's going to be it there. We do see Fnatic able to go 1-up here in this in this particular map. So it's now going to be 2-1 in favor of Fnatic. We do see 2 bodies still up and alive, waiting in for those spawns to come on in. Already Too Easy rotated back up to the north side of the map. This is okay, though. I mean, we got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. There is enough time. We've seen Dexterity being able to push down before. So, I mean, they just need to make sure that they keep their heads on their shoulder. They've had 2 plants so far onto that Bravo side of the map. But, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do it again, tie it up, maybe take it into overtime here. This is going to be crunch time. The potentially last 2.5 minutes of this best of 5. So we do see Unfixed with those long-range shots with the AEK, not able to connect with it. And there you have it, Fnatic playing that passive game. That's just smart play. I mean, as much as you may not like it, it's smart play on their part. And they are going to be able to really bleed off a lot of this time. 2 minutes left right now. Drunk's going to be able to pick up at least one of those kills, as well as Valutaja putting 2 up on the board. And yeah, Dexterity is pretty much just so spread out so far. They're not going to be able to make it in time. I don't really know if, I mean, honestly, if I was Dexterity, it's a 1.5 minutes. You might as well just spawn everybody that you possibly can here on 9 and go for it.
Yeah, just try. Even though, you know, you're going to have more just going into the outside of the map and pulling the, you know, the respawn for the bomb, but you have to force him to do it at this point. But so many frags going down. 9xT with the trade at the end. Dexterity, still 2 players left. They have to push more outside of the map. That's a 1.5 minutes. And if he goes for the outside, they might be able to go for the retake, but a single player will spawn back on him. That's going to be Too Easy. Nades coming in. 1 taken down. Mort so low on health. They're going to chase him, and we'll drop in at the end. The bomb's down on the ground. 1 minute and 13 seconds left on the clock. They might be able to take this and bring it back all the way onto the sites. That's 1 minute and 5 seconds.
With 1 minute left and all of Fnatic being able to spawn in, this is going to be extremely tough. They basically have to get every single one of their frags, every single one of their engagements. They have to win right now, as we will be seeing Unfixed down below. He is going to be able to pick up 1. Nice job there, taking down to Julio. Actually, a team kill coming in there as Wag picks up Nesk. Unfortunately, stalling out that push quite a bit. And yeah, this is just definitely not looking good. 40 seconds left for Dexterity. And this is potentially going to be the end here. We do have Valutaja getting the assist once more. Unfixed has gone down. There's the pickup there. 30 seconds left. They absolutely have time here to get the plant. Drunks is going to be the only thing standing in between Alpha and Dexterity. We'll see if this is going to be the moment. Mort spawning back in as well, back behind. Look at all that red there on your screen. Fnatic is all clustered up over 1 bomb site. They know this is do or die. 13 seconds left. Bomb is down. That, my friends, is going to end it out, as we will be seeing Fnatic taking the 4th map and becoming the 5-time champion of ESL One. Congratulations, guys. They have done a fantastic job, once again proving that they are the world's best. Dexterity coming up short, but I have to say Dex did a fantastic job as well. And we're going to head on over to the stage right now, as Mitch is going to be congratulating our winners.
And look at that. All the players looking happy. Coming in. Everybody shaking hands.
Well, Drunks, what a moment yet again. Surely you can never get tired of this kind of thing.
Oh no, never getting rid of that.
Have you ever been tested like you have just now by Dexterity? Have you ever been pushed that far?
Yeah, last time in Domination, it was super hard also. I think they even made it harder this time. Like, games was super close. Sometimes we didn't even plant 2 bombs on some maps. Went 0-0, 1-1, and I mean, they played super good. They were the team we were expecting the most to play in the finals, and they were ready for us, and we were ready for them as well, but I think we just played better in the end.
I mean, let's talk about it a little bit, because in some of these games, we spoke before, it's like, yeah, Dexterity, super aggressive, right? Were they really that aggressive? We saw them really scale it back. Did you expect this?
In Obliteration, it's very hard to take risks, because if you take risks, you can get punished super hard. So they played the right way, I think. In these finals, you can't take so many risks, because, as I said, if you miss, you just you lose the bombs many times. So yeah, didn't play aggressive like we used to see them doing in Domination, but they adapted pretty well their playstyle to Obliteration.
Well, finally, Trunks, do you have anything to say to your fans, friends, family at home before we close out?
Well, I know that this edition, a few people didn't believe we would make it, but hey, here we are again. We made it, so thanks a lot to all the people watching us and the fans of Fnatic, and we'll see you next season.
Thank you so much, Trunks. Congratulations again, and to the rest of Fnatic. Fantastic. For the 5th time running, no less. We're going to pass back to the casters quickly. We're going to break this one down a little bit for you. Milosh and Brett, back to you.
Yeah, what a fantastic match. Brazilians falling short at the end. That was Gauntlet Railway, where we saw Fnatic just playing it how they usually do. They're able to outsmart Dexterity at the end of it and just fall apart. Just too much stress. But GG, well played. Brazilians flew all the way here, and they proved that they are not just coming here because, you know, they here for chance or something. No, they beat every single top team and made it here, showing the Europeans they're not to be messed with.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job there. Honestly, you know, this is kind of what we expected to have, or at least I expected to have, was a 3-1 in favor of Fnatic. It was very close. Obviously, that Siege of Shanghai match going into double overtime, extremely close match there. Could have gone either way. And, you know, well, honestly, map number 5 would be coming up had it gone, you know, Dexterity's way. But Dawnbreaker was a pretty shut and closed case. Locker was really good. I mean, that was one of those maps where I really couldn't call it either way. And those teams definitely put on one heck of a show. You may think that, you know, that was a bit of a boring match, but to be honest with you, you could really see those two teams. They were really waiting in for those mistakes to come in, and those small little 1s and 2 kills really did add up and make a huge difference. So fantastic job overall. Dexterity was looking good. They are the #2 team in the world, and they have something to be proud of taken away from this. Fnatic, congratulations once again. You guys are amazing players.
Yep, and speaking of the replay or the great plays, let's look a bit at the replays that happened during this fantastic series. As you can see here at the end on Gauntlet Railway, it's just the Fnatic side. Look at Too Easy, look at Store Monster. These guys are happy. Dexterity, though, should be happy as well. They made Brazil proud. No matter what happened, they will stay in the hearts of all of their fans.
Well, if you take a look, you take a look at it, even from last season, I mean, they legitimately had to work for this one. I mean, this is one of those finals where it was definitely up in the air for a lot of those maps, and it's kind of unfair to see a scoring system of 3-1 because it really doesn't tell you the story of this particular finals. It was a lot closer than that, and you know, Fnatic, they definitely had to work at it. I think that I would love to be able to see Dexterity being able to play off against Fnatic a lot more. I think that we would be seeing a lot more epic matches, and it would just push those teams to get better and better and better. You saw Epsilon also having a fantastic day here towards the very end as well. So I'm looking forward to what we're going to be having coming out for season, or for the winter season, for this particular game type especially, and it's going to be some exciting things coming.
Oh yeah, now especially with the teams being riled up, this just puts the morale back into shape as well. We get ready for another season. This is the wrap up here, so I guess we're going to send it now to Mitch. Much love from ourselves, of course, Milosh, Brett, everybody behind us, of course, in the production. Mitch, all yours.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to have your dulcet tones accompanying the games this weekend. It's been a fantastic week, of course. Massive shout out to everyone for rocking up here at Gamescom. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream. Big shout out, of course, to our players and our support staff, all the production team. You've all been fantastic. But ladies and gentlemen, it is with a heavy heart that we have to close things out here. So, until next time, we'll see you on the battlefield.